Yeah, and we're live.
Okie doke.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to V for Vets. Jamazing Jason, good to see you, brother. And then of course there's S Graham, my brother, and Bell Admin. Thank you for all showing up. Today is just basically an update. Just a talk. We wanted to start trying to get more shows out there, and well, yeah, and then that's basically it. So today is an open panel. Bell's gonna drop it. Anyone wants to come up, Jamazing or Graham. Oh, Air Cool, good to see you. Hey, have you heard from my brother Stevie Mao? I haven't heard from Stevie in a while. But it's good to see you, Air Cooled. How have you been, brother? So you guys can start looking for V for Vets to go out and feed the homeless. Actually, it's gonna be S Graham and Mighty Whitey. Who um Graham, could you send Mighty a invitation or let him know? Yeah, I tried sending Stan, Mr. Bean, good to see you. And like I said, I think did you end up dropping the
Bud, you kicked yourself off. Welcome in, everybody. Mr. Bean, Seymour, Nitro Freak, Ask Graham, Air Cooled. Good to see y'all. Yes, he did time himself out. I'm betting his computer crashed, so he'll probably be a minute. Still good to see everybody coming in. I'm not sure if KY is supposed to be around, maybe later. Anybody who wants to come up, the panel link is out there. I can't put it in again, but it is out there in the chat. Oh, is that Bud coming back? Are you there, Bud? Nope. Maybe. No. He's hello, Bud.
Yeah, I'm having all
I
kind
can
of
see him, but
internet problems, dude. Literally. No.
yeah, you're breaking in and out. Or could be on my end too.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
This
can
is
right now.
ridiculous. It was working the whole time, and right when I go live, my computer decides I'm not going to work. It literally is cutting me on and off of the internet. I don't know what to do about it. It's like I just don't get why it's doing this. Am I still on here? I'm having all kind of problems. Anyway.
I can see and hear you.
Thank God. It's ridiculous. Nitro, good to have you, brother. I've been in a couple of your live shows. Can anyone, if you guys can hear me, put a 1 in chat.
Jason.
And I need to know
what's up, Bell?
Oh, he was here.
Sure what's going on with my computer at this moment.
What happened to Jason?
Amazing, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There he is. Got him back.
Hey, Jamazing, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. Thank you. How you doing? How's everybody doing?
Other than my computer acting up the way it is, which I don't know why it's doing this. Or I guess it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Anyway, so how have you been?
I've been good. Things have been really, really tough for a while, but they're things are getting better, and that's always a good thing. I'm heading in the right direction now and not the wrong direction, so I'm really happy about that. And I actually just quit smoking weed about 4 days ago, so like of not smoking weed, like I'm totally jacked up, like all my natural energy is back, and like I'm just like every day just bursting with all this extra energy that I haven't felt in so long. So I feel great. I feel like $1 billion.
Oh, that's good. It's like I said,
Go ahead, brother.
No, go ahead.
Well, I said I don't think people like me when I'm not smoking weed because I'm not like calm and docile and chill. I like anytime somebody says some stupid shit, I'm gonna let you know you just said some fucking stupid shit.
Go ahead. Oh, I had found that like I said, things are moving along for me, at least with the I go to get my x-rays on the 28th, which is kind of cool because I thought it would take a lot of time after they do it because they're almost assured it's the gallbladder, and they're just trying to find out the severity of the chronic kidney failure. So hopefully they'll have a solution for my ills, which would be really cool. So I should be getting better at least that ways here in about 2 weeks or so. And I'm close to getting in a wheelchair, so I'll be moving. Hopefully, I'll be able to go out with Graham and them about 3 or 4. A third feeding maybe. They want to do a couple, quick 1 hour feedings, and then they want to go out on the big one. I'd like to go out on the big one with them, if possible.
That's
but-
awesome.
Yeah, so that's gonna be like, Seymour Cannabis, welcome. We was get the word out that we are going back out. And like I said, we should have our old group together. We're trying to get it back, like Ice and Tommy Wood.
Mhm.
That should be really good. So, and then of course now we have Mighty Whitey helping us. Mighty has been doing a lot of work with homeless as well as El Ray. I don't know if you guys remember El Ray, but Mighty's in the process of helping him, and he's going to help us go out and feed the homeless, which is really big.
Definitely.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's him and Graham. It's going to be cool because I don't know if you guys remember that other video they did where Graham and Mighty went out and Mighty dressed up as a pig. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome.
It was, wasn't it?
hmm
So then, they're going to be going out for V for Vets, which I'm excited about because I can't go out. So,
Yeah.
Finally we're because, and we're starting up our drives again, guys. If you have any, here's something. If any of you have any military rations, we're doing a food drive. And I put that information up. You can also a medical supply drive. We have 2 nurses that will be going out with us when we go out to help the homeless on certain days. We go out and find out what they need. Then the nurse will come back and do basic triage so that, and recommend if they need to go in or what, which would be, that way at least it stops the spread of any other, situations that could come up because of that. But that's the canned food drive right there. Hold on, and I'll actually.
Excuse me.
Which is why we were doing our storage, getting ready for the clothes and stuff. That's a canned food drive. And remember, anything you guys donate, even if it's food, clothes, or anything like that, is completely deductible.
It's in a bag.
Hello, Graham.
Hello.
Oh, there
What's up,
goes
best Graham?
there goes the neighborhood. I
Of
knew
course, someone's got to ruin it.
it. So that's exciting, Graham. You guys are going to go out. I'm we'll of course be looking on our community page for the announcement on the days that him and Mighty go out. Like I said, I wish I could join you, but that's not going to be for a little while. Other than that, guys, it's been we're doing a lot. We got Mr. Bean. It's good to see you. I didn't time myself out actually. My internet completely got lost, but that's no big deal because if I get cut off, there's always Bella Graham that can come in and run it. So now KY is not here because he's at the hospital for his doctor's appointment. So what you been doing today, Graham?
Nothing. I'm just waiting for a few more hours before my electric wheelchair gets here.
Oh, sweet. So the chair is coming today.
Yeah, it's supposed to be here.
So you're going to take a picture and send it, right?
Of course, I'll send it.
Is Mighty going to come down and film you driving around in it, or?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him today.
You got your wagon for it yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had that. I
So
bought that back in November, early November.
Oh shit! And where are you gonna park that thing? Just out of curiosity.
Probably somewhere in my living room,
I was
or
gonna say,
may have to put it in the dining room. I don't know.
yeah, that's the problem with this stuff. I I don't have room for anything. It's like the wheelchair now is where I wanted to put it. It's not a good place apparently. Yeah, you basically need an empty room to have that kind of stuff in your room. You know, the wheelchair, the walkers, the hell. I had this nurse called me and said, "Do you need a lift?" They were actually thinking of trying to send me a lift, and so my thought is exactly how would I use the lift to begin with? But just saying, and usually a lift requires two people, not really one. One can do it. Don't get me wrong. If you know what you're doing, you could possibly pull that off. But then they're insanely huge. It's like lifting a car battery out of your car. So I don't know what
No,
that's.
more like lifting the engine out of the car, not the battery.
Yeah,
Battery is
right.
light.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like your engine. Yeah, it's like they're huge, dude. And I'm all like, well, that ain't gonna work. She's like, well, nah, I can get out. Besides, why would you want to send something like that anyway? Wouldn't you rather send a slide board? Anyway, so we are doing a canned food drive. Now, the two things we want is the cans, and anybody that sends for the canned food stuff, it will be itemized, and we will be putting together little care pair boxes immediately. Reason being is that hypothetically, you're really not allowed to store canned foods in a storage unit that they're not sealed, right? Well, I if I put them in a box and I tape the box shut, is that not sealed? Anyway, so that's what we're planning to do with that. NC, welcome in. How you doing? And one of the things we were thinking about doing in is MREs because the way they last. The only problem is they need water, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we always hand out water when we do
Right.
the feedings anyway. So
Yeah.
we
so-
always buy several cases. Go ahead.
well, do you pour the water on it, or you just? I don't. I've never had an MRE before. I don't.
Depending on the type you get, because some you just put in, you reseal it, you let it sit, and
And it
heats
hydrates.
itself. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, because the ones that I had access to were really old ones, and it's not the way it worked. I wouldn't eat them. I started to until I realized that in World War II they put saltpeter in their food.
I remember when we used to get MREs and they would come with those like little single serving Tabasco bottles. So at the night when everyone was sleeping, guys would crack those open and run them around and stick them in the mouths of guys that were sleeping. So when they'd wake up, they'd be like, they'd run to the bathroom all hot and you know how the military.
Oh shit. So yeah, we are actually gonna make an assembly line because Graham had come up with a great idea to where we'll be able to buy the supplies we want in bulk so that we can do more because remember we don't just do veteran feedings, we do homeless feedings as well.
Absolutely.
Well, there's a couple reasons for that. From the blatantly obvious that homeless people need help, but we go out and actively look for vets. That's what we'd like to do. But, there's the economical backing of this to the point where if Graham goes out and gets himself enough food, like spend a couple $100 on food, we're gonna throw it away just because we couldn't find a vet.
Right. I agree.
So these feedings that are coming up now they're the recon missions as well, but we will be feeding the homeless. So I'm just making that clear because of issues we had in the past, which actually Graham had issues about feeding, calling it a veterans thing. What it is, though, because we find veterans out there, we're going to feed them, right?
Exactly.
But we're not going to throw the food away when there's homeless person right in front
Right.
of us.
Plus, if we feed the homeless, that's how we find our veterans and find our camps.
Right.
Because we're not going to go out and say, "Hey, are you a veteran?" And they say no. Oh, okay. See ya.
Yeah.
We're going to give them food too.
Yeah. And then once we do the camp thing, we have a whole different thing we got set up for that. We'll never stop going out to feed the homeless. I really, honestly, I've never wanted to stop doing that anyway. As a matter of fact, Graham, that was one of our first things, remember? It wasn't really vets. It was just going out and feeding the homeless.
Correct. And then that's when we started coming across more and more of the vet camps. And then that's when we decided to focus more on them than anything. Because there for a while, when we knew where they were, we were specifically going to those camps. Any leftover food we went and gave to homeless.
Right, exactly. And that was really because, and it's a wonderful thing if you can. Shangy girl, good to see you. Good to
Hi,
see
Shangy
you.
girl. Hello,
What's
my beautiful friend.
Wait, hold on. MMLSO, is that it? MMLSO? Mega.
Sir.
There it is. I got it right. Thank you, everyone. A high five for Bud. He got it right. Yeah, so. Dang, I'm excited because now you got your wheelchair, dude. You're mobile again. I thought about getting one, Graham, but I don't just honestly. It's trying to transport it that's going to be the pain. I mean, I'm going to have to get a hitch for my roommate's car. And then, like you said, it's going to cost about $300 to get a lift, right? I mean,
well, no, that's if you get a cargo carrier. If you go with an electric lift, you're looking at anywhere from 1,500 to over 2,000 to 3,000.
2,000.
Because my lift I'm gonna get for our car, for the new car, it's $2,400.
You're spending $2,400 for a lift?
Yep.
Wow.
And it's only because it's a swing away lift, because we have a hatchback and we have to have something that swings away from the hatchback to be able to use the back of it, like if we go grocery shopping or something.
Well, that's because there's no, and I don't want to say this wrong, but that's because you have no hope of being able to just normally walk, right?
Well, I've been in an electric wheelchair for God. I had my first one I got back in 2008. It's because I can't do long walking.
I can't either, but I'm gonna have to. I can't afford $2,400 to. Mrs. B, thank you for coming in. It's so good to see you. I hope your Christmas was good. But Graham, I don't know how I would be able to come up with $2,400. There's just no way.
For me, I'm getting a loan through my I'm getting a personal loan through my credit union where I got my car through.
Well, like I said, I'm hoping I don't have to be permanent. They're trying to tell me it's most likely going to be that way, but there's no guarantee, which means that it's in my ballpark, right? I mean,
yeah,
they don't know, Graham. That means that that's not what it is. I mean, they can't say that I won't be able to walk. Now, I might need a crutch or a cane. So what? I was using the cane beforehand. So I'm just, that's what I'm going on. But, if not, then shit, I'll have to figure something out, won't I?
Yeah.
Either way, I just want to get it to where I can go out with you guys. But hell, dude, if you guys both have the scooters, dude, and let's say I do go out with you, for example, I won't be able to keep up with you. I'll be like, hobbling along behind you guys in your wheelchairs.
Mighty has 2 of them.
But oh, that's right, you'll have your own by that time.
Yep. Mine won't be as fast as his, but because that's how when him and I did the car show, that's how we did it. Is I used his other one
Okay.
and followed him around filming.
Yeah, see, that's what I could do, though. Right now I may not be able to get up and help to actually hand out the food, but I could do the filming.
No.
Oh well. It's patience is what I don't have, Graham. Susie, welcome in. So yes, we are restarting our canned food and our medical supply run. Medical supply stuff is really cool. If you have any friends that had any work done or whatever, and they cannot return those boxes, so a lot of times they get thrown away. Well, the stuff that's in those boxes are usually exactly the stuff you need for basic triage. So if anyone knows of anyone that has those that don't need them, you'd send them to the V for Vets address down there for the canned food drive. They go to the same place. And that, of course, will be all logged, itemized, and you can also write that off as a deductible. And, of course, we will be using it for the nurses that have said they will be going out with us to help once we find these vet camps, which we know they exist. We just got to find them and establish another relationship with them, because once you find them, keeping a relationship with one, which usually is talked to them how it is, because they got to move. They constantly got to move. And, what did we learn? A few things, Graham? Like call the police department and honestly and ask them if there was any activities going on with the homeless. Call the shelters up and ask them if there's anything. That way, if there was any raids or stuff, we now know about it, because really, if you gather up food for more than just a handful and you go running out to this place and they're not there, then you're stuck with all this food. And we spent, hours driving around, Graham, trying to find people at that point?
Yep. But we also hit 4 different cities, so that's...
Yeah, it's just that we were having all kind of issues where they were and they had been moved. So that's because we lost touch with those ones, because, again, I went in the hospital, so wouldn't have mattered anyway. From what I understand.
Most of them have moved because of the all the rain we've had here in Southern California. Because of most of them, they like the coverts and ditches where the rainwater would flow normally. So that's going to be a big thing, trying to find them because of that.
Yeah,
they're not going to be in those areas because it's flooded now.
Yeah, and I wish, like I said, I could help you with that, but I can cheer you on. You could put your laptop on, and I could sit in the background with Bell and KY and go, go, Graham, go. I was telling KY about the interview. And if anyone actually knows the definition, were you there when we were trying to figure out the actual definition of a veteran?
I don't remember if I was or not.
Don't you have to go through basic training and be in the military for 90 days in order for you to qualify as an actual vet? Let's say you went into basic training and well, in some cases got all the way through it, but then whatever you were enlisted for ended and you don't end up going anywhere. That's still a vet, right? Or
yeah.
Or if you don't finish basic training, I hear you're not considered a vet. You're considered an enlisted or something. So I don't know how that works.
Right. It's like my daughter-in-law. She back in November, she left on medical. She was discharged because of medical, but she was only in, I think, a year and a half. So she was discharged because she has seizures. So, and my son's still in.
Well, it doesn't matter to us, Graham. You know that. We don't really.
Yeah.
It's not our defining point. It's just that it's the way it works with the deductions and stuff. To certain people, we can do things with, like for, helping them, reaching them out for classification on which of the, because we're full charity. We do boots on the ground as well as boots not. I mean, and that's what we told him, but we are classified as a boots on the ground charity. Because for some reason, military has that different.
Right.
Is that honestly? Is that?
I know at one time it was the ones who went to war are classified as one thing, and the ones that were at home and never went to war, they're classified as a secondary, not
right. What
the same.
I just heard that name. They were just talking about it. But I don't understand why that would be classified as a charity organization, though. Why would it matter? What?
Right.
Is that just because you get a little bit more kudos for going boots on the ground? Because I figure a vet is a vet. It really don't matter if he was boots on the ground or if he served behind the scenes or whatever. It's still a vet. But anyway, that's the military has different classifications for that and different things we can and cannot do because of those classifications. So, just as a hypothetical, we go out, we follow the rules and regulations of the state, but we also we feed homeless vets, or anyone that needs food that's out there. We specialize in vets. That's why we do a lot of stuff like buying supplies and stuff to pass out to those vets and stuff. We also have programs we're looking into helping them out to get them to the VA. That was a little slowed down because in order for the VA to acknowledge the actual vet, you have to be certified. They have to do a background check on you. We have found a way around that recently, though, but, so we're working on that so that some of these vets that are out there that just simply need, their T's crossed or I's dotted can get that kind of help. So, and interviews, right? Right, Graham? We're going to do interviews.
Yes.
Going to interview KY as we're sticking him in the elevator music room. Can you see it? No, actually, he could probably survive in that with that elevator music. No, it'd have to be something like Cybergoth. Something like that. Keep him in there for a good 7 or 8 days and have him come out. Anyway. So you're looking at this weekend, maybe? We never really did crack down on the day. But that's basically what we're shooting for the weekends.
What, going out?
Yeah. Or
not this weekend, the following weekend.
Oh, I thought you and Mighty were going to try a small one this weekend.
No, that was all set for. He can definitely do it. Not this weekend, the following.
Right. And you're still waiting for other people to confirm that they're going to go.
Right. I just need to find out exactly the time and exact date, whether it's Saturday or Sunday.
Drew, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Basically,
what's up, brother? Excuse me.
Yeah, so. And we're going to be doing shorts. Isn't that great? It's amazing you use shorts, right? We were talking
Yeah.
about that.
Yep.
That's-
I'll make sure that you're on track with that if you're not already.
No, not already. I haven't done one yet. I'm not sure how to even start one. Do you go through the video or do you go through?
If you make a video less than a minute long, and when you go to post it into your YouTube, it should automatically make it a short.
No, but what if you want to cut one and use that little cut?
Yeah, I would say edit it and then because like what I do is like if I record a video, I'll make sure that I'm logged into my YouTube account that I wanted to post it on, and then I'll go into the gallery and I'll click on it, and when it'll say like share, then I'll click YouTube and it'll post it right on YouTube. And if it's less than a minute long, it'll automatically put it as a short.
Oh, okay. Well, what if you have videos that were already released and you want to make shorts out of part of those videos without the whole video? Because we had some feed the homeless videos that there are some really good some really good clips that I'd like to pull out of there that would help amazingly. You know, because other than that, you're gonna have to sift through hours of driving around.
Yeah.
And some of it's really good. I mean, it was entertaining, but the main thing is there was some really incredible things that happened while we were out there. Ice Cold had run into a lady in a wheelchair, and it was weird because we ended up losing her, and then we ended up running into her again. That clip would really be nice.
That was like a month and a half later we ran into her again.
That was heartwarming. That was really nice, and something like that would be really cool rather than having to play two entire different tapes, you know, just to see.
No. I seen her a couple months ago. We were at Circle K getting something to drink, and she was out front, and so I bought her a pizza and a drink.
Well, there you go. Keep the tradition alive.
Yep.
Oh, hold on a second.
And that day she was probably about 2-3 miles from where the area she's normally in. So.
Oh yeah, she had her own little path.
Yeah, what I would say is like maybe like a nice screen record app. Like they got apps for that you can basically record screen record things, and then you just go through the video and find the part that you want and then screen record that little part, and then you could upload the screen record for the short. Unless you have access to the actual video that was originally taken, then you could probably go in and edit that down, but that would take a lot longer. The screen record would be much faster and efficient, I believe.
That would work. So would it work? I've never used a screen recorder.
I can make sure you're familiar with it. You know, we could sit down on the phone and talk about it, or you know, whatever it takes to get you to where you're able to do it comfortably, and it's not a problem. I don't mind.
Because I know like Bell's really good at it. He's got his dinner time videos, but I'm thinking he might be doing it the same way you're doing it. Yeah. Record less than a minute. I'd rather, like I said, I'm going to have to end up editing it, and the screenshot thing seems, or whatever that is, seems to be the best option. I'm just saying, you know, for me, that sounds the easiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it as easy as possible. I know, like with me, even for like I got a song that I got to record before I get to work on a song for the V for Vets. And I just I could have done it days ago, but I just keep putting it off because it's like, it's so much work. It's just like, do I really want to sit here for 2 hours and do this? You know, just recording one song, it takes a lot of time and effort.
Yeah, my friend, he used to not do the singing. He was Al, good to see you, brother. He's a keyboard guy.
Hello, Al SoCal. What's up, brother?
Man,
yeah, and I do all this on my phone too, so it's like, you know, it's like editing on a phone and recording and all this stuff is not, you know, if I had like an actual studio, like more, like better equipment, it wouldn't be so much work and effort, and it probably, you know. I'd be ready to bang them out. Or and then having like another person obviously to help, you know, a producer to take care of all this stuff, you know, and I just gotta worry about laying down the track.
There you go.
But I gotta lay down, I gotta do everything on a little phone.
Wow, that's impressive on the phone though.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was just talking about you, Al. Your ears must be burning.
Yeah, he's the other person we got to get a hold of and try to get to go with us.
Right, and blackmail too to make sure he comes. But Hebrew, good to see you.
Hello, Hebrew.
No, that would be absolutely the bomb if we could get Al to go out with us. And the hell, if he goes out before, it could be like you, Mighty, and him. That would be really cool. Do a bigger thing. Oh shoot. Well, that's the other thing. I don't have that, do I? I was going to say, anyone that hasn't been to Al's should go subscribe. If Bill could put his link up. Mrs. B, how is PDF doing? I haven't heard or talked to him for a while. I know he's at shows but I'm usually sick when he airs live. Gotta go on. Wow, cheesy stick. So yeah. So that's basically what's going on with this, to be honest with you. We're trying to secure our storage unit. We stuck that way, you know, of course, for the supplies we're getting. We have a lot of things, like I said, that are being done right now behind the scenes. But my most exciting thing is that Graham and Mighty are going to go out, and hopefully some other people with them. But that's going to be the first time we've had somebody go out for V for Vets in quite a while since I went in the hospital. So that is something you guys can definitely look forward to. And like Graham said, that's probably going to be in 2 weeks, right? Roughly 2 weeks.
Yeah, roughly.
Roughly 2 weeks.
We tried for Christmas doing a Christmas dinner, but things fell through with other people because right now I can't drive and get all the food, prepare it, and doing the filming by myself. I have to have at least one other to help.
Oh, stop whining. Yeah, and like I said, this would not be a problem. Well, even after, because honestly, you would have to drive down and pick me up, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Damn, I need to find a way to get from here to there.
Well, unless we do like we used to do, and that's with if Ice and Margaret are going, and then they go by and get you, and then come down.
Right. But I'm just saying, if for me and you to do things that we had talked about, I need to find a way to get there. And I don't seriously think I want to drive a power freeway.
It's too far. You couldn't even. You wouldn't have the mileage to do it.
No, I'm talking about on a.
You would have to take like a city bus and just keep linking, or like a Greyhound,
or like a Helix. One of those 250 cc's. Get a motorcycle or a motor scooter.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to do freeway speeds because there's certain areas like the area from Temecula to San Diego, it's freeway.
Well, yeah, there's ones that are freeway legal. They have 250 cc engines in them. But I don't want to get. I wouldn't get one anyway. I'd get a motorcycle. You need something with power to go at 70, 80 miles an hour because most of your motorcycle driving is not offensive, it's defensive. I mean, you know, I guess it could be offensive too because you want to get out of the way quick.
When you got them guys that are like going on the highway in between the two cars on the lane where they're not supposed to.
No, they
Actually,
are.
here in California, it's legal to lane split.
Yeah,
Really?
it's legal. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's legal here. We're one of the
No
few
way.
states that it's legal that you can do that.
No, Ohio
But
has
that's why we also have a high death rate for motorcycles.
true,
Wow.
but Ohio has that as well.
Yeah, I was planning on going to California, and my buddy was telling me that you got to be careful because the driving laws are very different down there, and you might do something that you're used to doing here and get banged for a ticket down there.
Oh, it's dangerous, but it's dangerous because people get mad at bikers and they will swerve at them. Hell, I had some guy tell his kid to open up the door once. I almost ran into it, barely stopped. Cop pulled him over and I got out and I told the guy, that's so stupid because my motorcycle wheel will go in your car. I mean, it will go up the door into your car and now you have a wheel on a chain spinning and it's coming right at your kid.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter how like mad you get at somebody. There's no reason for you to do something that could possibly end someone's life or yours or hurt a bunch of people. It's just ridiculous.
So yeah, exactly.
The other part of it is it's more, how do I say it without being a butt about it, but it's a lot of it's the motorcycles themselves.
Yeah.
Because a couple of years ago, they finally changed the law to where you can only do 10 miles over what the traffic is lane splitting. So if they're doing 5 miles an hour, the motorcycle can legally only go 15 miles an hour. Where before, the idiots would be doing 60, 70, 80 miles an hour and be cutting lanes. And someone would start changing a lane and the bike would be on them in 2 seconds and get splattered. And that and the bikes, they like to do stunts. So a lot of the accidents are the bikers themselves driving reckless or doing reckless stuff.
This is true. However, though, Ohio had to do an entire campaign because the majority of the biker accidents and deaths were coming from people being pissed off that other bad bikers were doing shit. So they had this whole campaign with stickers, be nice to bikers. And I mean, yeah, I laugh because how ridiculous is that you have to actually come out with a campaign to tell people to be nice to bikers. I mean, right, I understand you get mad, but remember, you hit them. They have nothing to protect them. They're in class open.
Cam Pendleton had so many people getting killed on bikes that they changed the ruling that even off base, they have to wear the reflective vest like they do on base. And if you get in an accident off base and you're not wearing it, you're not covered. And if you die, the family doesn't get the life insurance.
Oh, shit.
Because of it.
Hey, welcome in, Desert Goat. So good to have you, brother. Couple questions I have. If anyone out there might, just because it's a good thing to. I'm going to start doing segments on V for Vets on VA announcements. Now, I know for a fact that an announcement coming from the VA is a public information announcement. So if I go to the website, the VA website, and I download the video, is it copyrighted material? Can I do a review on it? And does that drop into the same category where I have to constantly 70% has to be the video, but the other 30% has to be you narrating it or talking about it or discussing it. So it's a commentary on fair use. Reason I want to be very anal about it is because we have been hit twice, strike-wise twice, which both were dropped by YouTube for not fitting the standard of a strike. But however, the fact that they were done is a problem for me because I don't want to ever jeopardize V for Vets. What you were saying?
That would be something we have to check with YouTube directly because there's a lot of other channels stealing other people's material from their live feeds or videos they've posted. And the channel owner goes for a strike for them, and YouTube's allowing them to play the videos and not striking the actual owner who's stealing the videos.
Right. Hey, you people. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
How you people?
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how YouTube's doing things. Before, they would not allow people to use other people's videos. Like if I were to use your video without your permission and you went to strike me, that would count. But now, like I said, they're fighting it, saying, well, it's out on a public forum, so we can use it. And YouTube's allowing them to get by with that.
What? And I have an open communication now with the YouTube lady who was helping me the first 2 times. So at least I have established with that. Hopefully that'll work. But she did say that anything coming from, I just gotta make sure whatever link I copy or I go to is not a go-to link. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I need it to be source so that I can quote it from the source. If I go to a go-to, that could be somebody else's 20% different or something, and then I could end up airing something that belongs to somebody else.
Well, the go-to would be the VA if you're using VA videos.
Yeah, that's that's what I want to make sure. I'm just going to make sure because then that shouldn't be an issue. Now, I have got a couple remarks back from different VA channels that I could use their stuff. So now, the thing is, those were in a commentary thing. How do you transfer that into the permissions tab in your studio?
I'm not sure, but what you can do is give them your email and have them give you something on an email that's saying, hey, you can use this.
Right, but then how do you take it from the email and put it into the permission area? I don't see what I'm getting at is I don't see anywhere in the studio's description on how to use their permission block. It's just empty. Maybe I didn't look at it. I'll go back. I got to check, but
you can specifically look that item up and find the details on it.
Right, because I need to transfer those permissions into that area to use for YouTube. No. And we've decided we won't use anything until we get a permission from the person. Because the other semi-strike we got, our warning was somebody had come into our channel and said, hey, I was over, I know blah, blah, really well. He said I could use his video, and they gave it to us and told us it was okay to use it, but it wasn't okay. The person that owned the video did not want us using it. So we got to be careful about that too. We got to make sure this person has the right to give us permission to use the video.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just like I said. This is all paperwork. I have not heard from Stevie Mal at all. I don't know if he's okay. I talked to Air Cold. He hadn't heard from him either. So, anybody heard from?
I've seen him a couple times in chats, but
I know, and I can't remember
Other
where.
than him saying hi, that's all we've, the hi, good to see you, brother. That, that's about it.
I am getting him to design, make these little teeny stickers. It says, and I wrote it down. I can't remember what the little teeny jingle or whatever it was. But it's for the winner, the duck race winners. It goes on the actual duck that you get sent to you. Which, by the way, not everyone will want the ducky sent to them, so they can. I guess we could send a virtual picture to their email of a duck. I don't know, just in case. If we have this thing, you donate or whatever, and you win the race, you get a duck. And then the goal would be that after, if you win 3 ducks, you get to turn them in for a bigger prize. But it's all just for fun, shits and grins. But the little sticky thing was that's what brings it home, is the duck. You know this, right? The duck. No one seems to like the duck race as much as I do. Do you like?
I think it's cool.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
That's the best one though out of all of them. The duck race. And then usually if there's not 300 people that they write in there, for crying out loud. Because you can't see shit for ducks. There should be like a limit on how many duckies you put on a race. But so Graham here, being the entrepreneur he is, he got us some of these duckies that look just like the ducks in the race. So I figured, hell, if you donate like $3 to V for Vets, you get to race. The winner of the race gets a duck. Now remember, this all goes for the vets, and then you keep the ducky. If you win 3 races, you get entered into for a bigger prize. Which
right. Maybe they have a piggy one too. Then you can do ducks or pigs, because you're gonna have both.
Well, we got the whole little series coming out on it's the Little Bud series and Little Bud and Friends. It's the whole series with them. But that, you know what, Graham? I was thinking if they had a piggy race, which I have not seen any piggy race. But if they did have a piggy race, dude, you could get like a souvenir little Bud piggy. Come on, dude. Don't tease me like that. Do they have a piggy race? Serious? God damn, dude. I split myself laughing.
I don't know. After the live, I'll go check.
Oh my God, that'd be great, because the duck one is fabulous, dude.
Because I know they're coming out with new ones, like pool table ones and different things like that.
I like the ostrich one. That was kind of funny. The big legs when they're running, that was hilarious. The horse race, which is Atari, though, that's only 6 horses at a time, which is fine. It's fine. Yeah. But the ducky one is the one that brought it home. I'm serious. Everyone, put a 1 in chat if you like the ducky one. And what do you think of that idea? Isn't it great? For a little, and remember, anything that you donate, even toward the ducky race, is totally 100% tax deductible, and it's great. You donated, you'll get an official V for Vet duck that says winner of the race and donator. So I mean, it's just a matter, and like I said, and if you do this enough, win 3 of these things, you can enter yourself into an actual bigger prize without having to, free entry with the ducks. But anyway, I don't know. It's just because we haven't been doing anything since I've been in the hospital. So there's a lot of nifty things. We have we have several segments we've set up. Me and Bart. There's an interview segment. There's the feed the vets segments. We have feed the homeless segments. Now we have we're waiting for, but this looks really good. The latest thing that people are doing now is they are stealing valor on Navy SEALs because of the fact that the way they're classified. it's easier for them to get away from it. But there's a guy exposing them, and we're hoping to have a segment on the show that actually rebroadcasts that. Plus, once I get down the editing on this, I'm going to be doing the VA updates. So if you are, which is the whole purpose of the channel, but these VA updates that I'm doing, I've sorted through the entire videos and picked out the important parts that we want to use for the homeless, like the updates on the housing for homeless vets, the updates on the medical for homeless vets, what you go to and who you call if you're homeless and you need help. There's a lot of resources that the VA has. Now, like I said, they're great for that. They have other issues that people, aren't happy with, but their resource is quite possibly the best for vets anywhere. And we want to have a segment on that. And then, of course, we'll be using our community tab a lot more since we have access to it now. So you can always check on those for information, like on when we go out and feed. We're going to start putting it on there. And as always, we do, like I said, we're getting into the interviews right now. So anybody that may know, have a family member who is a vet that would like to come on and anonymously tell their story, that's all that's too. You don't have to dox yourself. We're not going to ask for a resume from you to do a story. This is all about just getting help for any vet that might want to need help, or maybe your story will inspire someone. They have an entire thing like that on the channel I go to, Vets. You don't just put your name. You don't have to. What they normally do is they put their first name and sometimes a division number or something like that. I'm not quite sure what that is, but then they tell the story of what they went through, and it actually, even without the names, that's not the important thing. The important thing is to hear what they have to say, so that if you're going through it, and like I've told people this, according to the VA and the government surveys, out of all the vets that commit suicide, 85% of those vets commit suicide due to isolation concerns. They feel isolated and shut out. Well, you can imagine what a homeless vet thinks when he's out there by himself. So these open communications are very valuable. And believe it or not, they could be a very big help. So that's our goal would be for vets, is just to help. And just think about it, guys. If you go out tomorrow and you're driving to a store and you see a vet on the street with a sign and you know he's a vet, stop and get him some food, get him a thing of water, go over and tell him thank you. You don't even have to spend money. Remember, it's according to the VA, it's isolation. So you just got to remove the isolation part. And then hopefully everything else will kick in. And like I said, we have come up with ways to get around some of these regulations. Like if you are serious about helping a vet and you see him on the street, chances are you won't be able to get him the help he needs because they won't talk to you. And if they were to talk to you about him, they would be acknowledging his troop status. So what you need to do is get a flash drive. And this is very important how you do this. You need to film him. But nobody else can be filmed. Nobody can't see him talking or whatever. You simply have a man read his name, rank, and number, and what division he was, and what's going on.
Or woman.
Or woman, yeah, or woman. Anyone, yeah, exactly. A homeless vet. Doesn't really. You're right, Ram. I didn't mean to suggest only women. I mean only men, because right now the biggest suicide rate in the military is women, not men.
Wow.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of issues going on with that, what I don't want to get into on here, but you can imagine how bad it is if men are killing themselves, what women go through.
Yeah.
And then it's but again, the thing is isolation. How hard is it just to walk by and say thank you?
Yeah.
That removes that little isolation thing. But we'll be having segments like that, right? So there's going to be a lot more content for Viva Vet. these shows won't, they won't have any power shows that I know of unless we have interviews. But so you're only looking at a couple hours each show or whatever, but we'll do them more frequent. Because that's why I like the idea of what Graham and them are going to do. They're going to go out and do, because we're used to doing mass feedings. These will be more constructed feedings. So they're an hour or so of filming and stuff. And you guys get to actually get to see the look on these people's face when they're receiving help. And honestly, maybe then you will think about stopping at a restaurant, on the way home. Maybe, between where you are and where you're getting, there's going to be a homeless person before you get home. How hard can
Right.
you?
And like with us, we carry, usually if we say we're going to feed, say 30, we try to give at least 2 waters a piece, but we always buy extra cases of water because we find some people that is in need of water versus they're okay with food. They
Right.
have their own food source.
Yeah, they just need
So,
something to drink.
yeah.
Well, we've given cases away, remember? Like to that lady behind.
Yes. But
Target.
she was also in a group of,
Right.
there was like 5 or 6 of them that we gave them the case.
Well, yeah, but I was referring to
So-
the one was back where Tommy was behind Target. He carried it over, gave it to her because she said the one thing she needed most was water because she, not only did she need something to drink, but she used the water to keep her wounds clean. So
Yeah.
we gave it to her. This is the other wonderful thing about that. But the point being is you see this, what it does to a single person. That's all you have to do. If you can, of course. My current situation right now, I could actually stop at McDonald's and pick up a sandwich or something and drive by and hand it to a homeless person, a vet, and tell them thank you if you know it's a vet, like I said, but you can do that for anyone, any
Yeah.
homeless
We've
person.
done that before when McDonald's had the dollar drinks and we were out. We used to stop and get them. And sometimes there would be people right there at McDonald's asking, and we would just order, 4 or 5 cheeseburgers and a deal of a few fries and get them a drink and go back and give it to them.
Oh, everybody. Say hi to my,
Uh-oh.
Mighty Whitey, what's up, brother?
how you doing?
We're in
brother?
trouble.
Dude, I didn't know the link sent me straight to the panel.
Oh, yeah.
I told you I couldn't, because I was on panel, I couldn't send you the stream. It was only the panel link.
How funny. Mighty's
Yeah.
all sitting there. Next thing he knows, he's live. And then
I get it now.
some
I
idiot.
get it now.
Well, we didn't catch him picking his nose or anything, so that's good.
Oh, shit. Full screen. Look at you bastards.
Some idiot puts in full screen too, and he has no idea what's going on.
I know.
Everything gets it.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff,
So-
man. Fuck.
Marty, what's up, brother?
What's up? Oh, my God, dude. Jason, what's up, brother? Dang it. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, man.
Fuck.
Where did my beard and my hair go?
Yeah, I know, man. Look at that.
Disappeared.
What headphones are those?
Dre, Beats by Dre. They're a little broken,
Beat-
but yeah,
The
but they're
Beats.
so
Are they
good.
the Beats Studio, the Beats 3, or?
Kalia or something. Kaila.
Cool,
Kalia.
cool. I got a pair of those. at home.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
I love. I can't get rid of them. I got these cheap. I bought them from someone for like $50.
Can't go wrong, man. Best headphones you'll ever own.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I still wear them, even though they're like, they need a little glue or tape or something.
Man, Bluetooth technology, beautiful.
It is.
Beautiful. Works good on panel.
But I think kicked himself.
Yeah, he muted himself, then he kicked himself off. It's just nothing new. He got tired of his own shit and kicked himself off the panel. Yeah. We're live. No shit.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I was able to get a hold of Ice, so we're looking good, man, for next weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Man, it's good to see you, Jason, brother.
Good to see you. Yeah, I gotta start using my camera more.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to break mine. That's why I don't go.
I know, right? I know, right? That's why we put
May
you
break
on
all
the
of
other
your
side of the
guys's
camera.
too.
Yep. No, man. All good stuff. Hiya, hiya. It's been super busy over here, man. Shit. Sar.
At least we're getting somewhat of a break today from rain.
Yeah, we're getting a little break from the rain, and we're getting the motor started on our outreach, man.
Yep.
Getting the gears going. Super nice.
If it dries up a little bit, I'll go out on my chair and kind of scout around this area because I'm supposed to get it tonight. So, actually, in less than 2 hours.
No, he's gonna get
Man,
it all right.
nice.
He's gonna get it all right. And yes,
There's Bud.
there it
I
is.
thought you got tired of your own shit and kicked yourself off.
Well, I did, but then I said, "Well, I can't leave him alone." Yeah, I'm
Can't
having
leave us alone, man. I come up and then you disappear. What's up with all
because
that?
I know that's all the internet problems I'm having, and I think it has to do with the connection from here to the house because they had to drag the wire all the way across the backyard because AT&T and them won't come out here because the pole that has the connectors, they're afraid to climb it. That's what they said. I know,
What? Isn't that their job?
that's what I
Exactly.
said. No, according to them, not anymore. Dane, he says he tried. He said I can't do this, and he showed me it was high up there. I wouldn't do it, but I'm not a cable installer, so I'm just saying, it's like a fireman coming up. Well, I don't know. That looks dangerous. I'm gonna have to hold off on this thing.
No, right?
Dude, I
We'll just
spent my
let it
life
look.
climbing poles. I don't know what his problem is. Shit. Dude, I'll
They're
shove you
getting
up a
used
pole in
to
a
everything
heartbeat,
going
man.
underground.
Telephone pole, coconut tree, doesn't matter, man.
Exactly.
I got fired from a job once for climbing a tree. I see a tree, I just can't resist it,
Precise.
Oh, that's why we're friends. I fired for climbing a coconut tree under break time, man.
Yeah.
There it is.
They're like, hey, it's my break time. I can use my break time however I want.
Yep.
Well, it's not a
I'm not
professional
responsible
image
for
of a
my own
customer's
safety.
property. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Everyone's got to be uptight.
Exactly.
I know, right?
Exactly. That's what the suits are for. So you look good being that tight.
I got paid to
Yeah.
climb trees.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, I worked for the city and I was on the tree crew, so I had no choice.
No, wouldn't do the trees. I mean, tree houses I was all into, climbing up trees to get into a tree house. But if you think I'm going to fall to cut. I was watching this and I got pictures of it. This thing was 3 stories high. It was a palm tree. And this fool crawled up the outside of this thing to trim it, whatever. And the wind started up. And I'm watching this guy sway back and forth, back and forth. I'm going, no, hell no, hell no,
Hell yeah.
hell no.
You're not living life till you're on the top of a tree and the wind's blowing, man.
Oh, look,
Oh, yeah.
I look
Mighty
like,
Al says hi.
Oh, fuck yeah, Al. Dude, I can't even see the chat. What's up in the chat? Al SoCal, what's up, brother? Man, I've been trying to get a minute to call you all day. Seriously, man. I see you commenting and stuff.
Yeah,
liking
man.
stuff and commenting, and I'm like, dude, I gotta call Al.
Man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. I've already got it planned out in my head. It's gonna be you, Mighty, also Cal, S. Graham. Hopefully, like I said, a couple like Ice and Margaret. We're gonna go down to this pizza place, dude. And
Yep,
I'm
that's
gonna,
how we kick it off.
I haven't had it in 2 years, dude. It's gonna be it's there. It's and I'm gonna. That's the first time people are gonna see Bud walking in 2 years.
That's the
His
last
Bud's-
time I ate pizza at that place was with you guys.
Yep, my
Yep.
gonna get up.
It
and
was
walk.
with Furry and all of us.
Yep,
Heck
I'm
yeah.
gonna get up.
SGV, Ice,
I'm gonna get up and walk over there and pick up our pizza. That's what I'm talking about.
Tommy Woods, Smo Diego. Yeah, buddy.
Yep.
Snow, that'd be cool.
Yo.
So what do you think? That's a goal, isn't it? So not only do I get my pizza, I get to walk. It's like having your cake and eating it too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think everyone should get that at least once in life.
Exactly.
Have your cake and eat it too.
Well, see, and then of course, it's gonna be a great year, Mighty. We've got Amazing Jason making a song for us.
Dude,
we
that's
got-
so tight.
Isn't it? We're coming back. We got you and Graham going out to to start the ball rolling on us going back out to feed. I'm
Yep, gotta
starting.
get that ball going.
I now don't have to really. Things seem to be moving a lot quicker now since SS stepped in. They're just sending the people. Mighty, they're not scheduling. They're just sending to forcibly
Gotta
get
make
them
it work when they get there, man. I know they
Yeah.
show up unannounced, but you gotta make it
Oh
work.
no, that's fine. That's fine. That works because what I'm getting at is now once they show up, I set up a schedule with them. I don't have to wait for these people to fill out paperwork and stuff to come. They're just sending them. So that's starting to work out really nice. I mean, I
But
want
don't give up, man.
Oh,
But don't
man.
give up.
nope. Bud's gonna be coming out to feed the homeless soon. That's what Bud's gonna be doing.
No.
It's gonna be funny though, Whitey. We're gonna have to, I would say, have like have a drag race, the three of us, and people can like vote on who they would think would win. And then it has to be a fair way to do it because I would be in a manual chair, you guys would be in electrics unless I use one of your Lexus, and then we'd have to go around the path.
Mighty would win.
Well, yeah, but
It's all
they're
His
just-
is the fastest.
that's just it. I could design it to where speed doesn't matter because honestly, the paths you would have to take, speed would not be an asset because I've watched you guys driving around. I've noticed that Mighty will get clogged up in areas, so the race would involve like me being in a normal wheelchair. I wouldn't have to go a certain way. You guys would have to go down certain paths, which would slow you down. So what you
Actually,
you
the
can't keep up with me. I don't care what you're in. You can't keep up with my scooter, man.
all right? Not
My
only
scooter
would I,
goes as fast as a car.
okay,
It's
it's not
insane.
right, and I will catch and pass you. That's that's a goal now. Like that song. I'm telling you, you're gonna see me because they're gonna look at us and they're gonna go, look at these lunatics, and they're gonna see us. Serious. All right.
You ever
Avon,
get passed by a guy in a motorized office chair? That's me, man.
you ever get-
Ooh, yeah.
Hello, Avon. Welcome. Thank you for being here with us.
all right. Well,
Well,
I'll try.
man, I appreciate you. Thank you,
Yes.
Bell.
how you doing, Nova guy?
That Jeep, I know. I like the Jeep. That would be
Nova.
cool.
What's up, Nova? Hey, brother. Also, Cal,
Oh,
I
is
still
that
see you in
Nova?
chat, man.
Hey, Nova.
That's Nova Avon channel.
Yeah, it says
Yep.
hello everyone. Nova guy here.
Oh, I thought it said new
Oh.
guy. I thought it said new guy. I'm sorry.
I didn't say.
Yeah.
I didn't
What the
even-
hell is wrong with these glasses?
Nova
I
guy
don't
is
know.
everywhere at once.
I must have the same pair because I can't see squat. I mean,
Al, I'm gonna call you and see if maybe see what you think about next weekend, man. See what you think about that.
And
Get a
don't
cheap
forget the
ride
other
and,
person.
I'm not forgetting them.
Okay.
I'm trying.
I don't want to mention
Not
names
reaching-
just in case.
Not reaching out back to me yet, but we're getting there. Sometimes it's hard to get through. Maybe I'll just send a regular message. WhatsApp, there's a little lag. It's like we got to check all our social media sites.
Ah. Yeah,
What's this
I'm
one more thing? Oh, okay, I get it.
Now I had a question, Mighty. You know when you went to visit El Rey, you said there's a whole area out there with homeless vets.
Yes.
Now,
Let me know when you create your Instagram account, and then I'll send you his link.
oh sweet.
You can
I'm gonna-
contact him through the Instagram.
All right, well I gotta set that up because like I said, I've never had an Instagram. But I don't think I did. I think I might have long time ago. And if it's the case, I probably can't get one again because I got on one of these things to see a special announcement by Penn of Penn and Teller. And then right after that announcement, I didn't go back to this channel. Well, anyway, about 9 months later, I get this email that says your subscription has reached 200 subscribers or something. And I was like, what the hell is this? I click on it and I go back. There are 200 people following me on Twitter. I've never done anything on Twitter. So I simply type, you guys are creeping me out. Leave me alone. Well, why would 200 people follow someone it's probably bots is what it is, right? Bots?
Yeah, they got a
They're
lot of that.
Not real people. I mean, I
You
didn't
can get
realize.
you can get caught in a repetitive loop where you just keep getting followed and followed and followed and followed, and they're like basically like you said, bot accounts.
I thought that was funny. So I had 200 people following me, and I never even so much as said anything in there. I just simply sat there and watched Penn. That was it.
It's good if you want to inflate your numbers for social media, but then if you have like actually like any real intention or purpose of using the social media account for something, those dead numbers don't do anything for you.
No, that's why. And I wasn't I was really grateful for the software. I really was. But someone had gone. They wanted to help out at the time, and they offered us their channel, which had about roughly 80,000 people on it.
Yeah.
And they would just switch. They would take my channel and give me theirs. I didn't do that one because I didn't do it. But so the point being is that out of all those people that are on that channel, none of them really are they're not like in the charity channels. They're why would they continue watching us when we don't even do what they're watching? So that's why we're not worried about numbers. We're building up our numbers. We're just like with your channel, just like with Mighty's channel. People and Owl's channel especially, that's the goal we would like. That's the model we follow. Start off slow, big, and then you grow. And everybody that's in your channel at that time now is actually a supporter.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not getting fillers. It's fillers they don't do any good.
That's an excellent point. Yeah.
And
that's kind of what I want for my channel. I
love the people that come in here. V for Vets has some of the nicest people. They'll drop in for a few minutes and they'll take out, but it's just really cool. And like I said, we probably would have a lot more subscribers had I not gone into the hospital for the last 2 years. But we're back, and I'm excited, and we got great people, and I've been very blessed. Me actually going through this has allowed people like Mighty to step up and help us out, which we really are appreciative of.
Hello, Joshy.
Joshy.
What's up, brother?
We like I said, we're very honored, and I've got some vets that want to come up and do some interviews. I'm excited about that. I've been working with basically the people that were going to do the editing for our channel was Bell Admin and S Graham. So I'm working on getting a mic because I'm the mom with the mouth. But we want to start doing the interviews, which is very important because, again, the goals that we really wanted to do was I looked it up. We had a couple shows, if you look back, that were talking about the help that vets need, especially the suicide rate, which is a isolation and self. They lock themselves off, and I believe stories from other vets will open up their minds because that's how I survived. I'm a pro therapy, anti medicine. If you don't need it,
I agree.
I prefer to listen to other people talk. And by the way, Joshy, I am not a vet. I am a family member of a vet, and I've got a call. I got to take. That's KY. Give me a second, guys. Graham, you got this?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I know that's a big thing for me is a lot of times, like, in my mind, I'll be thinking that nobody goes through the things that I go through. Nobody relates to my struggles, you know, like I'm the only one in the world that deals with things this way. But then when I open up and I do talk to other people and I find out that they feel and think the exact same things that I do, it makes me feel closer and less isolated. And it's easier to build bonds and form, you know, good relationships with people that can relate to my issues and I can relate to their issues, and we can help each other through things.
Exactly. Because if we don't talk, we don't know who else is going through the exact same thing.
Yeah. I know when I get depressed, I like to isolate. You know, I don't like to be around people when I'm depressed. I like to just sulk to myself.
I get the same way.
Yeah. And then what eventually ends up pulling me out is me opening up to people and people, you know, just relating to me and you know, giving me good experience from their point of view. That's, you know, and I'm like, oh wow, here's someone that goes through the same thing that I went through and I would have never known. And that's what usually ends up pulling me out, which I could have done from the very beginning, you know.
Yep.
Save myself a couple months of depression. Slow learner. Building bonds and connections is probably one of the most important parts of life.
Yep.
I know it seems like everybody wants to connect, whether it be with plant life or animal life or other people. We're all looking to make connections.
Yes.
Something higher, I think, a deeper purpose to that. Community is a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
Excuse me.
That's why here and like Mighty's channel I like, because we're not drama like so many other channels are. It's nice to be able to go to a channel and be safe and not have to worry about, you know, all the BS of the drama.
Yeah, and people are friendly, right? People greet you and they talk to you. And you know, I know there's a lot of times I like to check out people's streams. I go on streams, I'll go into places and they just get completely ignored, you know, because I'm not part of the clique or the cipher. You know what I mean? It's like, why would you treat someone like that? You know, just
exactly.
Be polite, be friendly, you know, make someone feel welcome. You might get it. You might gain another great friend or 10 great friends because they might bring some people with them.
That's why we always try to have at least one person like Bell drop down from the panel and win in chat. That way, you know, he can help, you know, promote other channels by dropping the links and everything. Yeah. And that's one thing that we like to do.
What's up, Stevie?
Stevie Mao.
Yeah, I don't like drama either. I don't like fighting. I much prefer peace and friendliness and getting along, and I understand that everybody's not going to like everybody, but just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean you got to give them a hard time.
Exactly. Now I'm back.
Exactly.
Everyone, you must give the
Mouse here.
Right, that's what the anthem is. It's ready. It's a Mau 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 Mau. Stevie. Okay, Stevie Mau's now in. There it is. Nate, you got to make the song next time, Jameson.
Okay.
We'll come up with these intro songs for people that come into V for Vets.
We can do that. We can do that.
Yeah. Now, Bell, I've already got one. Really cool. You love this too. I've got you listen to the AC/DC song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I start that with those bells, boom, and then I switch it to "For Whom the Bell Tolls" song.
Oh, that's my favorite Metallica song. Metallica's my favorite all-time band.
I slip right from the AC/DC bells right into the "For Whom the Bell Tolls," and then it goes straight to Bell and Dinner Time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I need to get into the audience. Stevie, I've been trying like crazy to get a hold of you. You should come up on panel. I've been trying to get a hold of him for like what 3 or 4 months now, and there's no answer. It's just I thought maybe he died, and I asked Eric Cole if he was okay, and Eric Cole started to cry. He said he hadn't heard from him in weeks. I'm full of shit, right?
Excuse me.
Oh, thank you, Belle. Again, we are along with because I don't know, some of you seen we were doing a fundraiser for our storage unit. But one of the reasons is because we are back into doing the canned food drives and stuff now. Everything you donate is tax deductible, and we will be getting more canned food donations because I've been reaching back out to the people I was talking to before I went into the hospital. But of course, 8, 9, 10 months later, it's a little bit hard. But one of the guys I was able to get a hold of is that the fire departments around here, they do canned food drives. Well, they may be willing to do a canned food drive to help us out. So again, hypothetically, though, they wouldn't really do that because then I would have to store them, and I can't put them in a storage unit. So hypothetically, I'd have to, because they have to be sealed. Yeah. So I figure, what definition of sealed would be like putting them in the little handout boxes and taping them shut. Is that sealed?
Mm-hmm. I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
No, I know it's not, but it'll work. Because we don't plan to keep long, especially if we start getting this rolling again, where we're going out a lot more, which is the goal, is to have I'm sorry, I was trying to read chat.
That's okay.
Oh, what if because I didn't know if he got injured or something. I thought but he went and made edibles, I guess, and the boy is funny, dude. So I'm gonna like I said, we got a couple good things going and some avenues of what I'm gonna start incorporating this little dream we had and let you guys see this. There's an organization out there of philanthropists and entrepreneurs who are very wealthy, and they like to help starter up charity groups who are deserving. Getting them to help you is like winning the lottery. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. But it's like my father has said before, if you never ask the question, the answer is always the same. No. So they require a complete and utter breakdown of cost and everything. So just for shits and grins, me and Belle, yeah, I missed you, brother. I'm glad you're all right, dude. That's all I cared about. I didn't know what that happened. You just like poof and gone. I mean, I didn't know if he got hurt, but then Graham said he saw you in a few rooms. So, but me and Bell, just like I said, for shits and grins, have been literally going over this so that we can literally hand these rich people this idea,
Right.
you know, and who knows, you know, seriously, some idiot could say yes. And then of course I'd probably have a heart attack and Bill and them would have to take over. But the goal is to come up with Camp V for Vets, which it's a great dream. And if it works out, it'd be great. But I mean, we have dreams, right? We're shooting
You got to have dreams. You can't.
for the Milky Way.
You're not living if you don't have dreams.
One of the easier dreams we're going for, along with, of course, getting a storage unit paid off, is getting a food truck for V for Vets, or a truck that we can transport and we can go out. I can go, say, pick up Graham, and me and Graham can go out. Maybe even run into Mighty. But the thing is that we would be able to go out more often, and we would be able to make little food runs.
Yeah.
Now I'm licensed as a food handler and trainer. Graham could drive the truck. I could do the food in the back, you know, and we could just do a certain amount in certain areas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice if we could actually do this, because then, like, say every other day at 7:00 to 8:00, we'll be at this location, which would give the homeless people, of course, you know, they would be given these cards, dude. They have to donate a penny to get a card. You can't just pass out food. It's evil. It's against the law. You know?
Yeah.
But if you were to sell them, right, or you know, buy or donate a card based for a penny that's redeemable for one meal, they could walk up and hand it to me, and I could redeem it for a meal, and I wouldn't be violating that law.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so the idea is we start helping more and more vets, and if we find these encampments, then we can actually show up at these encampments with the food truck and supply the food for them the entire flipping weekend. What do you think, Mighty, about the food truck? We'll call it Vets.
I've always liked that idea.
Vets on Wheels, dude, and I have the license and stuff, so all I'd have to do is get in the truck and somehow, because you're looking at a maniac here. I'd be like that Cheech and Chong guy driving that truck around. It's just oh no, we're
Up in
oh
smoke.
no. Damn near it's KY.
There goes the neighborhood.
What's up, KY?
Hey,
How you doing, brother?
everybody.
What's up, KY? What's up, KY?
Jason,
What's up? What's up?
Bud,
What's up?
And Bart.
Good to see you.
Hi,
I'm
KY.
back from the doctors.
I hope that went well.
It did. It did.
Awesome.
But I figured I'd come on up and see how it's going.
It's going. It's
Super
like
sweet.
I gave them the updates, KY. We've been talking about some of the things we want to do. We're very excited about Bart and I'm sorry, S. Graham and Mighty going out, because they may have incorporated some other people to go with them.
Good.
So that's the whole thing.
We'll
Get
see.
us back out there and rolling, yes. But even if it's just you and Graham is getting his wheels tonight. And even if it's you, Mighty,
Yep.
and Graham, still it's a great thing. You know, it's just getting out there, do a
Yeah.
smaller show, and then eventually, which should not. Oh, Caucasian Sasquatch, welcome in, brother.
Hello, Sasquatch.
Well, maybe by next weekend he can get the training wheels off. Bart.
What's up, Sassy? Thanks for stopping by.
So that's
Appreciate you, Bill. Thanks, man.
that is the plan. It really is. Where it's exciting, though. Thank you, Mighty. I mean, honestly, for you to go out of your way to help us like
Hey,
this.
Stevie Miles here. I haven't seen him
No,
in
I
a
want to
while. He's
thank
been
you guys
hibernating.
for being as straight up as you are, and giving me a place I can feel comfortable. You know, putting in time and effort. You know, there's a lot of people out there aren't really doing the right thing, and I really appreciate you guys doing the right thing.
Al SoCal, good to see
Keeping
you.
us
It's been a
all on
while.
track.
Yeah, we try. That's why we try to
Yep.
keep everything fully transparent and people know everything's up above board. You know, that's the only way to go is to do
That's
the
what
right thing.
motivates me to be a part of this. Yep.
We just have to keep an eye on that shady guy Graham. I mean, other than that, evil quack. You see
He's gonna
that?
zoom
You know
around
that?
the corner and eat all the sandwiches.
If you guys
Exactly.
were done feeding and were to sneak over to Buds while he's sleeping and put those baby alligator
No,
toys
no,
on
not
his
gonna happen.
bed while he's
No,
sleeping,
not gonna
you
happen.
know, he'd
No.
poop his pants when he woke up.
Yeah, you'd laugh too. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Ah ha ha. Dude,
No,
I
Bud's
don't-
actually getting over the alligator thing. He
No,
happens
I'm
to have
not.
a real alligator's head. Yeah, you are.
That-
We made
no, that-
baby steps the other day.
Yeah,
Baby
baby
steps.
steps is about what you got, man. But I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I find this funny because I am a sadist. But I'm willing to do that. If someone pays enough money, I will literally walk in a pool with alligators. I'm telling you, I'm going to pass out. So fools better have somebody ready, and I'll pass out. There's no way around it. But I will do it. I'll still do it. I'll still do it.
We'll tie a rope around your waist and the other end of the back
Now-
of my Jeep, and we can drag you out when things get hairy.
There it is. Exactly. Drag me right. There you go. And I'm doing this just to make Stevie smile because I haven't seen him in a while, but it's not like a chip. Because I'll actually do it. No one got that, did you? Stevie did. Get it? It's not a chip. I'll do it anyway. I'm sorry. That was cruel. I won't say it.
Bud's talking about maybe shaving his beard off for a price too.
Well, Stevie was the one that had me do it the last time. You have to remember all this. Everything that's raised on V for Vets for little tricks that I do or stunts or whatever goes straight into the V for Vets account.
Yeah, we
Well-
don't siphon off anything. Go straight in the account. Every penny gets accounted for.
Yep.
Oh, that was funny.
It
Go ahead.
goes right back out to the people who need it the most.
Yes.
Now, literally, this happened to me only one time in my life. I accidentally got my hair shaved off my head. I might do a razor where I'll shave everything off for a certain price. High enough. I will shave my hair and my beard off. And it
Stevie
took-
Mao wants you to wear a chicken suit when you go to the alligator park.
Yeah, whatever.
That is not going to happen.
We're gonna
I've
have
already got one
something
ready
a
for
chicken
'em.
suit.
I've
We're
already
gonna
got
have
one
a
ready
chicken
for
suit,
them.
so. Dude, I saw a hilarious video where this husband put on the dinosaur, the blow up suit, and he was getting ready to do something, and then his wife squirted fart spray in the little fan on the side. He couldn't get out of the suit fast enough. He almost died in there. Bell, I appreciate that. Cat food drive. Yep.
Yeah, now that
What song
we're
did
working.
you do, Sassy? Sasquatch said they did a song. Where is it?
Cool.
You can't afford my beard.
My beard is easy. A little bit of a, you know what I mean? A smile and a little bit of attention, and my beard is gone. That's it.
Man, I thought my beard was bad, but have you seen my roommates? Holy shit. I mean, I thought my beard got crazy. He just looks like Grizzly Adams or Moses or just it's insane.
I got told that I looked like Abraham Lincoln a few weeks ago.
Nice.
No, I had a job interview, so I had corporate America. Gotta love it.
Don't worry about copyright claims, Sasquatch. I get them all day, every day. Copyright claims are nothing.
Well, I found 2 or 3 cigarette butts in there, so
I smoke outside the car and put cigarette butts.
Oh, okay.
You don't want me to throw the cigarette butts on the ground?
No.
Cigarette butts doesn't mean I smoke cigarettes.
But if you could you just wipe the here, paper towels right here. Okay.
You're insane, Stevie. Look, man. You look like Cheryl Tiggs' mom. What was it?
I look like Cheryl Teague's mom.
Mom, not even Cheryl Tiggs, but you look like the mom of Cheryl Tiggs. All right. That's better than the dad of Cheryl. I don't know. Show me your beard. Hell, why not? I don't care. That would be. I'm all for it. What do you think, KY? Watch wants to come up and show his ZZ Top beard.
Yeah,
hello,
let's see that
Lulu.
beard, Sassy.
Welcome.
Oh my God, Lulu!
Hi, Lulu.
Lulu. Yeah,
Love
Bud's
you.
beard used to be twice as long.
Yep. Lulu.
No, girl, how you been?
I love Lulu.
She's such a sweet woman.
Yeah. And I still would like her to make me a lasagna, or she was gonna make chicken enchiladas. What she was gonna make,
If she wasn't involved with somebody, I'd be kissing on her.
All right. Now, the Dolly Party titties cooking, was that before or after the operation? I'm just not that it matters. But remember, she had a breast reduction operation.
Yeah.
So were you referring to before or after?
She's down to 47 triple F. Down to.
Yeah, I know, but down to, yes. She had, okay, I won't say her tits were big, but when she walked into a room, it took a different zip code to reach her face.
I think it used to be 56
Keep it clean,
triple
man.
G. I think they were triple G's that before.
Yeah, they were.
And she used to spend $13,000 a year to get lift and tightened and filled so they stay up high. That was on Johnny Carson years ago. She spent that. I spent at least $15,000 a year to keep them high and tight, she said.
Yeah, and you remember what Carson said to her. He offered her his entire salary. Uh-oh, we lost someone. We lost Bell. Or Stevie. We lost Stevie. That's just some evilness right there, losing Stevie. But hey. I mean Graham. And what am I, an idiot? Yep.
Here's Sasquatch.
Okay.
Hey, Sasquatch. Why did you knock him down?
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't even touch him. I thought you were gonna let him up. Let him up.
I did. I had him
Or
up.
Sassy. Or Sassy.
Do it. Keep nudging the button.
What's up,
Somebody
Sassy?
will figure out what's happening.
Yeah, just start slamming things. It's live. It'll work.
Yeah, just like a bunch of monkeys locked in a room together will eventually produce all the works of William Shakespeare. I mean, obviously.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. So what I wanted to show you was my recording of the Alex Jones Squirrel Revival. But like I said, it is copyright out the wazoo. It's not a strike. It's just a claim. It's a karaoke thing.
We can't do that on Beaver Vets.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't
It's fine.
paying attention enough. We can't do
Man,
that.
super sorry about that.
No,
You gotta be
it's
super
fine.
careful.
Could you put the link in private and we can watch it after? Because I want to see the Alex Revival.
Yes, I think. Let's see if I can figure that one out. Hold on. Let me mute everything first. Make sure nothing happens.
Lulu, it is so great that you are back. I mean, I missed you so much. I like the new name, Cooking Lulu's Way. But I like the Cooking with Lulu Ramos because it was the way it flowed. The Ramos. Ramos. You know? The cooking with Ramos. Yep.
Testing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Choke up on that a little bit more. There.
Nice. I plan to watch that afterward.
It's only about 3 minutes of madness, but it is madness. It's 4 minutes of madness.
3 minutes of madness. That's all I need.
Isn't it though?
Yeah, buddy.
Just a couple minutes and that brings you back to reality.
Yeah. Being mad keeps me from going insane.
I think that was
How do I do this? It's be
3 minutes of madness and 18 and a half years of suffering after that.
there you go. There you go, Zach. There you go. There you go. Sounds like a honeymoon.
A honeymoon and the kid that you get.
What do you call what is a honeymoon salad?
Oh, God.
The bride with no dressing.
Let us alone with nothing on.
There's nothing on. That's another version.
I like that. What is the one you said? Okay, let it.
Let us
alone.
alone with no dressing is another one I've heard.
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Let's not do. We can't do that one. We can do the stuff that's not copyright, though, right?
Yeah. Anything that's yours or non-copyright.
It's mine. Well, I mean, it's old poems and stuff, but it's not copyright. Everything on it's from the YouTube studio.
Exactly, Lulu. Exactly your way.
Yeah, by all means, do it.
I'm working on it. Take me a second.
And Ginger would want me to say hi to you, Lulu. I know she would.
Y'all hear the fan that's going in my hallway?
No.
Okay. It seems absurdly loud to me for some reason.
Well, we're used to Bud's fan and Ginger's fan, so yours is quite a bit quieter.
Well, frankly, I imagine I've spent enough money to have good enough sound equipment. Y'all shouldn't hear my fan. Give a damn what it sounds like. I've put effort into this. We'll do something short.
All right, I will, Lulu.
We'll go with If by Rudyard Kipling.
And Ginger would want me to say hi to you, Lulu. I know she would.
Oh, Rudyard Kipling, yes.
Okay, so how many of y'all are familiar with Rudyard Kipling?
I can't say that I am.
Pick me, pick me, pick me.
All right. He,
Yep, I am.
yeah, okay. You want to tell him what he's most famous
Yep.
for?
No, you go ahead. I'm not that good.
Well, generally,
I'll
he's
mess
a
it up.
poet, and he did his own like performances and whatnot. He became relatively famous as a bit of like a suffragette activist, sort of, for like a second and a half, like a really short second until they screwed him because he was a man, and he was like, "Well, then to hell with you." And then he went off on his own and wrote a few more poems that nobody found out about till later. And this is one of those, and the name of it's "If." Look at my mic. This is crazy. Y'all see that? It changes color, and when it turns green, it turns whatever's on my black background. See, here it comes. That just weirds me out, man. I have to keep it off camera. I get distracted. I'm like a mouse or a cat or something.
That's cool as shit.
Really? I find it distracting, and it changes the color of my face on camera, which could be an issue. Anyway, I'm gonna let it roll. Good with it? If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for the doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginning and never breathe a word about the loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone, and so to hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Should I do another one? I don't know. I'll say it's If by Rudyard Kipling. Boy, are you familiar with the man? Absolutely something wrong with me. Yep. It's good advice.
Absolutely.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
I'm waiting for an email from a guy. I'm supposed to be doing a couple of parts of a YouTube play, live YouTube play. Don't know how this is going to work out. We're going to try it. Peter Pan. Like, I really, Jungle Book is a rap song if you just put music to it. I might have to do that. because I know Llama Llama Red Pajama works real good. You can drop a beat on some Llama Llama Red Pajama, baby. Uh-oh. Ow. Can somebody say something? I just snatched my earphones loose.
Yeah, I can hear you. We're good. Can you hear me?
Can you hear? Can you hear?
All right.
Can you
Cool.
hear us now?
I can hear you now. We're doing
All
good.
right.
So what do you want to do now?
Go, bud. Bud, did you fall asleep on us again?
I'm muted. But I'm all answering, and I'm like, wait a minute, no one's responding.
My
Bud
man
muted
revealed the
himself, you
secrets
know
of
it.
the universe, but he was muted.
It was muted.
Answer to life, the universe, and everything. But he was muted.
Trust me, when you don't hear me talking, that's mean I'm muted. I mean, honestly, there's just very little time that you will not hear me talk. I know. I don't know what to say about that.
Not
But-
very often, Bud does not have anything to say. If you don't
Yes.
hear him, he muted himself.
I muted myself.
Muted himself.
Exactly.
If I don't have anything to say,
You did.
you're going to hunt me down and destroy me because I'm some kind of clone.
Exactly. I mean, this is not, it's nonstop. I mean, I'm the kind of person you could put in a room, and if I start talking, I'll never stop. And then about 12 hours later, you'll walk out of the room and, so what's
I
up?
got a good one for that, dude. I got a great story for that. I've had the gift of gab my whole life since I was a child. Never really knew it was useful until I got locked up.
Okay.
So I get locked up, right. The morning, like I was picking up really early in the morning, a couple of hours later, I get brought into an interrogation room where they wanted to talk about the weed I had. And I started telling this story about a goat that I never owned doing things that never happened. And I sat there, I know, 2 hours. 2 hours smoking that lady's cigarettes with her in absolute rapt silence like this, just stared at me. She was tied up in the voice, the story, the whole 9 yards until her supervisor came in and was like, you can't just work on one all day. And she jumped, was like, oh, all right, we got to take you back to the cell. Okay, babe. Got 2 hours and a pack of cigarettes out of it.
I think the Gators, I think the Gators got him. You're sick. Wait, what's up with Bell? Oh, I thought you said Deb.
I think Rudyard Kipling did write the Jungle Book, but he also wrote some other stuff.
Yeah.
He wrote a bit of other stuff.
He wrote some other stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
He wrote other stuff. Leave it at that.
Leave it at that. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think he ever did a version of God's Own Drunk by Lord William Buckley, did he? Don't think so. I did.
All right.
And it was ridiculous the way it happened, too, because I was trying to do The Road Not Taken, right, by Robert Frost. And I kept getting there's this one bit where he talks about taking one path, but not taking it, taking the other, right? And there's a little bit of a jujitsu verbiage in that spot, and I kept getting tangled up on it. So in the middle of doing all that silliness, I reached over and stopped the recording, except I missed and didn't stop the recording. And I went back and did a little bit of editing to it to make it a little smoother, but this is pretty much a raw performance of this in its raw state. It's just what I happened to capture by accident. I think it worked out well, though. I'd like to explain to y'all before, I ain't no drinking man. I tried it once and it got me highly irregular, and I swore I'd never do it again. But I promised my brother-in-law that I'd go up and watch his still while he went into town to vote. It was right up on the mountain where the map said it'd be, my friend. Let me tell you one thing, though. This wasn't no ordinary still. See, it stood up on that mountainside like a huge golden oak. Oh, and there was God's yellow moon a-shining on the cool, clear evening. God's little lanterns was a-twinkling on and off in the heavens. And I explained to you once before, I ain't no drinking man. Temptation got the best of me. Whew. And I took a slash. Man, that yellow whiskey running down my throat like honeydew wine water, and I took another slash. Took another and another and another, and before I knew it, down one whole jug of that mess commenced to get hot flashes. Had goose pimples running up and down my body, and a feeling came over me like something I'd never experienced before. It was like I was in love. In love for the first time. With anything that moved. Animate or inanimate, it didn't matter. It was like there was a great neon sign flashing on and off in my brain saying, Sasquatch, there's a great day coming. 'Cause I was drunk. Now, to be clear, I wasn't no slip-sliding, Reggie Young and commode-hugging drunk. I was God's own drunk and a fearless man. Friends, that's when I first saw the bear. He was a Kodiak-looking fella about 19 feet tall, wandered up on the hill expecting me to do one of two things. Flip a fly, didn't do either one. It hung him up. He started sniffing around my body, trying to smell fear, but he ain't gonna smell no fear because I'm God's own drunk and a fearless man, and it hung him up. He looked me right in my eyes, and my eyes was a whole lot redder than his was, and it hung him up. So I approached him. I said, Mr. Bear, I love every hair on your 27-acre body. And I know you got a lot of friends over there on the other side of the hill. You got old Rare Bear, Tall Bear, Pretty Bear, Kelly, Jerry Bear, Smelly the Bear, Smokey the Bear, Pokey the Bear. I want you to go over tonight. You tell them I'm feeling right. You tell them I love each and every one of them like a brother and a sister. But if they give me any trouble tonight, I'll run every dad blame one of them off of here. Well, he took 2 steps backwards. Hell, didn't know what to think. Neither did I, but being charitable and cautious, I approached him again. I said, Mr. Bear, you know, in the eyes of the Lord, we're both beasts when it comes right down to it. So I'd like you to be my buddy, Buddy Bear. So I took old Buddy Bear by his island-sized paw and I led him over to the still. He's sniffing around that thing because he's smelling something good. I gave him one of them jugs of honeydew wine water. He downed it upright. Looked like a big damn bear in the circus sipping sarsaparilla in the moonlight. Gave him another and another and another. Directly, he commenced to do the bear dance. His 2 sniffs, a snort, a fly, turning to grunt. It was so simple, like the jitterbug. It plumb evaded me. And we worked ourselves into a tumultuous uproar, and I was off, tired. And I wandered over to the hillside, and I laid down. I went to sleep. I slept for 10 hours and dreamt me some tremulous dreams. When I woke up, I found God's yellow moon shining on a cool, clear evening. God's little lantern still twinkling on and off in the heaven. But my buddy the bear, he was missing. Yeah. Wanna know something else, friend and his neighbors? So was that still. How'd that? How'd that go?
That was nice.
You did one hell of a beautiful job on that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Super fucking nice.
Wait a minute. Wait.
What?
It was bearable.
Oh,
Variable.
Uh,
He's right. It really, that was total accidental capture. That was just something that happened while I was working on some other stuff, and I failed to turn off my camera. Hey, Slow Burner, welcome to the show, bud.
Slow Burner, good to see you, brother.
Hello, Slow Burner. Good to see you.
what's up, Slow Burner?
Nothing but a bunch of chillins here.
I'm chilling like a villain, cheating, robbing, rhyming, stealing.
God, that's old school. Oh man, I remember saying that stuff when I was in high school.
Might have dated myself just a little bit on that one, huh?
Yeah, just a little, but those were the fun. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Those were my fun days. Not everyone's party time. Yeah. So, like I said, we are again. We are still taking donations to cover V for Vet storage unit. But however, we are also taking donations for the food drive, the bandage drive, and if you guys got clothes, that might work. But right now, because I all the clothes before we could pass them out have to be cleaned. So usually the bandages are the ones we're trying to get are the ones that they were sent to people that they no longer have any use for.
Still sealed, still clean, still unused.
Unused ones, yeah. That's from
we could use white tube socks, gloves,
any stuff that you would think a homeless person. And actually, Graham put out a video of some of the stuff we were taking out when we were going out. That's a really good, with the energy bars and stuff. Then yeah, we were socks, definitely, like KY was saying, and then of course the stuff you got, KY, the toothbrushes, the combs,
personal sanitary soap and toothbrush and combs and shampoo and hand sanitizer and all that good stuff.
Exactly.
And blankets. Blankets are super important right now. I keep hearing that.
Yeah.
Blankets. I don't know if you guys could come up with anybody can donate any, I'll pick them up. I've been passing out a lot of blankets.
What
thing being requested?
This blankets?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? One of the ideas I had when I was in Vegas, the hotel rooms, right? The different casinos, they have standard bed covers or back in their Motel 6s and stuff like that. Well, they get thrown away. And to keep the homeless from going to the garbage back there, because that's a big industry going there, they lock that stuff up. So if we call them, maybe they would donate that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And try that again. But I still think this Arizona thing, man, you can just make it to Arizona, guys. A 2-day trip. That's it. 1 day to get down there and set up, and 1 day to drive out there with the truck and just jump out, throw the stuff in the truck, jump back in, and drive home. We could even take a pizza with us. Yeah, I don't know if everyone knows the idea here. It's real simple. There's a channel called Border Watch. I started watching this. It's the Arizona border, and they go along and they show you the coyotes and stuff and what damage is being happening. But here's the main thing about that.
Fuck. Gotta go. Go see you.
All right, take care.
Have a good one, Mighty.
Picture back on
We'll see you later, brother.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this guy goes down and he films this, but I wasn't paying attention to the coyotes and stuff. What I was paying attention to was that how this works. They get them from the place they pick them up through the towns that they have taken over on the border of Mexico. And the scrubs there, they dress them in camouflage, brand new camouflage stuff. They take them down. When they get to the border of Mexico and America, they take off the camouflage stuff, all of it, and dress down into regular clothes because the border agents are looking for camouflage clothes. So now what's been happening is all those clothes that they strip off sit there. Brand new jackets, hats, backpacks, shoes, eyeglasses, all kind of nonsense, shirts. They're there. They're just laying on the ground. This guy he'll pick up a bunch of them at times. Other times, just throw them away or he just marks them and tells the patrols where they are because there's so much of it. So much of it. So the idea I had was we go down to this border. You take us and you definitely don't want to take a big truck because remember you cannot spend a lot of time down there. The borders have become very dangerous. Now, while the cartels won't mind you picking up the clothes because they don't recycle their clothes, if they think you're destroying or marking their way, which is puncturing their bottles or something, they'll open fire on you to scare you away, possibly even kill you. So the idea is to go down there with a regular truck where 4 or 5 guys jump out and fill the truck up as fast as we can with as many stops as it takes and then get out of there. Now we can do that 2 days and then come back or just fill the truck up one because, you figure you're going to have to wash and clean all that stuff and then we'd be able to.
Observation.
Huh?
Individual can pack. A person can pack more stuff into a truck than you can throw into a truck.
Oh,
so
well,
you just throw stuff on the truck and you go back to a hotel or whatever and pack it away. You can make another trip the next day.
Yeah, I'm thinking that sounds good because we want to get as much stuff as we can, but it has to be shorter trips because the guy that was living down there that was going to help me, and unfortunately for him, they attacked his ranch and they killed his cattle, they killed his horse. So, of course, he had to leave the ranch as well. They had to sell it on.
They killed his dog. They shot at his truck.
Yeah, he had to get out of there. So, unfortunately, and he was telling back then how, you don't want them to think you're out there trying to track them, you're out there trying to destroy their drop points because they leave water jugs and stuff there. And these guys go out and find it, and you can watch them doing it. They like to puncture the bottles and drain the water out. I'm not out there to do that. I'm simply out there to get the clothes for the vets. That's it. So, and of course, you don't want to get shot at. But I think you're right. If I pack it as full as we can get it, the trip will well be worth it. The guy on the TV show takes just a regular flatbed truck, and he manages to come out there with 35 backpacks and 30 or 40 jackets and all kind of hats.
Flatbed or a pickup?
A pickup, like
okay, you said.
You're right. Like an F40, F450 or something. I didn't mean like an entire.
You're not talking about a rollback. You're talking about
rollback or a box truck or something like that. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Simple pickup truck.
So yeah, I'm sorry. That's exactly. And he walks out there with quite a bit of stuff because there's so much stuff dropped in those areas. Now, I know it's still a little bit of a gamble. You get down there and maybe they're starting to clean it up more. Seriously doubt it. Because the guy was saying, it's only getting worse. It's not getting better. and we're only down there to prosper, to get the stuff to get out of there to, for the homeless vets. We're not there to stir up any trouble with anybody that's one way or another. We're not, it's not our business. But that's the goal. That's one real easy way for us to get quite a large amount of donations by us going to get them ourselves. So, like I said, we'll film that. If we decide to do that, we'll film the whole thing. It'd be another. Like I said, I haven't been able to get anyone that wants to go with me or set up to go down there. So if there's anyone around here, but gotta. Let's see, and 1 ton truck is what you want. 10 feet by 6 feet by 6 feet. I guess probably just more than enough.
What you told me is what he picked up. You can put all that in the back of a pickup truck easy.
Yeah,
you don't need a big box or anything.
No, but we could get that one truck from like whatever, take it with and have somebody follow back in a car, depending on how many people are going to go. I mean, I think 4 people would be plenty. Just get out of the car, pick it up, put it in the truck, and like Sasquatch was saying, go back to the hotel room or whatever. Now go through the stuff before we even get home with it, and pack it in there right properly, and go back until the truck is filled. So however the truck Stevie's talking about may be a little bit too big, but that would, depending on what the regular standard U-Haul truck is or whatever we could get.
A standard U-Haul would be,
well, it's not U-Haul.
Way overkill. Way overkill.
Yeah. Well, no, a basic.
If you had a pickup truck with a trailer hitch, you could rent their smallest trailer and you still wouldn't fill it.
I have no idea. We'd be lucky. I don't know. I have no idea. We'd fill it till it was filled. And I'm not. But I like the idea of the little pool thing. I rented one of them when I went to Ohio. That would be perfect. And then you could just attach that to the back of a regular truck.
Exactly. I've moved enough time in my years in the military.
Yep.
More than I care to count.
Yep. Right up there. My whole life, all I did was move country to country. Military is hard. It's the 2-year rule for your friends. And then you're off to somewhere else. Graduation always sucks because you don't get senior, depending on where you are. We didn't have I didn't get senior hall or senior cafeteria, none of that stuff because we were overseas. Now then I got to go overseas. So give and take. But I was waiting for. Did you have senior hall in that? You were on a military.
I don't know what you mean senior hall.
When you became a senior in the high schools back where I lived, you had special places you could go.
No, we didn't have that.
Your lunchroom, you had the best lunch where you had.
We shared the lunchroom with everybody else, just like everybody else.
Certain times we could go places that other people couldn't go.
Yeah, and we had menus and stuff that other people couldn't get. It was great. It was a privilege to be a senior, to promote people to get to become a senior. It was great.
Oh, well, we didn't have that problem. Like I said, I had 1,100 people in my graduating class.
Wow.
We had 6,000 students in my high school. So yeah, we didn't have room for special places.
You missed out, dude.
Well, I also graduated a bit before you too.
Just saying, you missed.
I'm 67, not 57.
No, but But even so, you missed out. No matter how old you are, you missed out. I missed out because I was overseas at the time. Unfortunately, it's something that's really special.
Yeah, we
It's
did.
like
We
senior
didn't have. There were
corporal.
no schools. Didn't have special places in Milwaukee.
Well, it turns out KY it's probably better anyway. It became almost what they did was the reason one of the complaints was the seniors would start hazing the freshmen, and you know how hazing goes and how those are frowned upon. Well, they would drag you into senior hall and do all kind of toilet paper jokes and stuff. You know how it goes.
Yeah, we had seniors ate on one side of the lunchroom, and the sophomores and juniors ate on the other side. They separated us that way, but that was it. You had to be a senior to eat on the senior side, but otherwise, no, there was nothing else special.
Wow. They had this one area in my school, which was in the center of the school. You couldn't access that area in the school unless you were a senior. And they had the
like a atrium type thing.
They had an atrium, right, and off to the side of that was the senior library, and then there was the senior cafe, so you could eat in or outside, and nobody else could enter that area but the seniors. And then the senior hall was the hallway that led between the atrium into the regular place.
Our atrium was off the lunchroom, and in order to get to it, you had to be on the senior side to go outside. So,
well, there you go. So
that's
there
the way that worked.
So there you go. You had something like that too. So there was something. I mean,
yeah, I guess.
But whatever, you
Hi,
get
Margaret. Sorry.
Hey, Margaret. But you can see what I'm saying, though, right? It's just a simple. It's a simple fact. You get rewarded for being a senior, and that was. I got shafted on that. I was overseas. There was nothing. You didn't get any special thing. You were a senior. Congratulations. No.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It was like.
Be glad you're here, monkey.
Be glad you're here and shut up.
Shut up. Sit down.
Yeah. So, right. So it's like that was the way it was back when I was. Now let's see Margaret's in here again, and like I said, we are one of the things that getting that echo again. I think it's my headphones. Is it? Can anyone else hear that echo? Can anyone hear it?
Yes, I can hear it.
Oh, you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear the echo. It's not bad, but
no, but I thought I was going crazy.
Echo. I'm good.
Oh, but there was something else. There was something else I wanted to. It wasn't the bandage one is really cool, KY, because I've asked several of these nurses, these wound care nurses from the different companies that like me, like that Torin guy that was here. He goes to all these places with these seniors. And he usually goes in and assesses. Well, they have all the old medical equipment stuff. They throw it away. Because even though they have a box there, the new home care center wants to provide their own stuff. So they go to the extremities of throwing away brand new stuff they could use.
Like the boxes and stuff I did. When Renee went into the rehab, they told me throw all that away. I said, "Are you kidding? There's $400 or $500 worth of bandages there."
Exactly. So we're trying to gather this up before they throw them away.
Still sealed in the package. There's nothing wrong with them. I'll donate them before I throw them away.
Yeah. But it's just amazing because that with the two nurses we have that can go out with us, we only need one at a time, just in case one can't go in the other or whatever. Um, that would allow me to go out more times. The one said she would even be willing to pick me up and take me out, and then I could go down and pick up Graham, and then try to run into Mighty Whitey if he's available. You know, but whatever. The point is, we'd have a nurse going out there to do basic triage. Yeah. Oh. Man, it's been a fun day. You know, it was supposed to rain again today. But Graham's not here. I can't tell though. Because I thought it was raining earlier. Usually you can hear it, the rain on my roof and stuff, but
The pitter patter, yeah.
right. I think it rained lightly though. But I would know, my roommate closed the curtain.
Yeah, you told me about that.
And every day he closed it. Does that shit at night too. It's like,
I put
okay.
a metal roof on my house a few months ago, and when it rains, there is no doubt.
Oh, I love that though. Tin roof.
Once it starts raining, it's great. It's wonderful. But those first dozen or so drops sound like somebody on the roof with a hammer. Ping,
Yeah.
ping, ping, ping.
Dude, I tell you, when I was in Australia, the house I lived in had a tin roof. And when it would rain, which was not often, it was insane. It's like we were inside of a drum. But I love that shit. After a while, it's just, I don't know.
Yep, every place you live has a plus and a minus. The things you like, and yeah, I wish it wouldn't do that.
That's why I live in a swamp. It's mostly negatives, but once you manage those, the rest of it's gravy, baby. And it's not that hard. You build with brass, use stainless steel, lots of aluminum. Treated wood is an absolute must. Build anything you're going to build to be flooded, and on a boat. Get you a fishing pole, enjoy.
Yeah, don't they? But in swamp, Louisiana, was it? They build the houses on stilts. It's really cool.
Out there where we're at, it's not quite such a bog type swamp. We're in like clay and beaver country. Is kind of what makes the swamp there. We're in the little property out there that I'm talking about. It's about 150 acres between two separate beaver ponds that are roughly 3 square miles each.
Wow.
So
that's some serious beaver.
What's really cool though, one of the beaver ponds was originally a mill pond with a full grist mill built on it back pre-Civil War. And when Sherman come through, he burned it down. The beavers built their dam on top of the tail race of the mill pond dam. And it uses the overflow from the mill pond to adjust the water level.
Oh, okay. How funny.
I don't know how they work that out, but that's something the beavers do on their own.
Damn. Get it, damn. Okay.
I was going to make a joke and say that's the first self-regulating beaver I ever heard of.
Self-regulating beaver, exactly.
That's like one of them moron oxes, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, we've got that 80 acres up in northern Wisconsin, and the beavers that built the dam across the pond there, the creek, they built a spillway. So when the water got so tall, it went through the spillway.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. Here, there was already a 7.5 foot tall dam there, maybe man-made, and I'll give you a diddly do to $1 that before that dam was put there, that they blew up a beaver dam to build this dam. I'm almost certain. I don't know it for a fact, but looking at the lay of the land, it would make sense, you know. So you go over there and you check it out. There is absolutely nothing of the old mill left there. There's absolutely nothing of the mill pond visible except the pond itself, because the beaver dam has completely overtopped the mill pond dam, and the water is actually about 2 foot deeper than it was when it was a mill. They've raised the level of it, but they still use the original spillway, just a little modified. And
Yeah.
it's kind of hinky, yeah. Cool. See if we can get this shaking. What we got crack-a-lacking.
Yeah, the Department of Natural Resources stocks trout in that pond next to our property, so they don't want it dammed up. They stock the trout. The trout go downstream,
Right.
and so by putting the dam there, the beavers trap the trout so they can have a food source. But nobody else gets to enjoy the trout. So
Except us, because we know where the beaver dam is.
yeah. So the DNR hired a trapper to come out and trap the beavers out.
I used to do that. Yeah. You can't make a living wage on trapping beaver, but you can make a few bucks every now and then. Yeah.
He did it as a hobby. And
This
on call
man,
for the DNR.
the guy that I learned from, he had been trapping beaver for the state for like 39 years or something. He'd travel all over the Southeast. They had a beaver pond that kept popping up in the same spot. He'd go trap them completely out of the area. And he had two things that could happen with them. There are people who request beavers. I know that sounds weird, but
No. Yeah, they want a pond. Yeah.
and these people are willing to pay a couple of grand per adult beaver that you can come and drop in their little creek somewhere in the hopes that they'll build a dam. They usually don't, but maybe. And there was
they
this
have
one
to
thing.
like the lay of the land, and it's got to be resources for
Yeah,
them.
it's got to be right. They won't just
saplings and everything else that they need, or they won't stay.
right. And then we had this one family that lived in North Georgia. Beautiful piece of property. A beaver dam would look real nice right over there. The man didn't want to pay to build a dam for a pond. He wanted to release beavers and have a pond develop, right? We probably released $20,000-$30,000 worth of beavers in that pond. That's probably 60 beavers total, something like that. I don't know. But every time we trapped beavers for about 3 years, they were released in that pond. There's like this little wide spot in the water. And he kept saying, well, I don't understand why they won't just build a dam right here. It's the perfect spot. And I stood there and did like this and said, sir, where are the trees? This is a pasture. Beavers don't generally graze last time I checked.
Nope. They got to have saplings, cottonwood or birch or
Dude, you'd have thought I told him the freaking secret of life. He looked around, he went, I ain't even thought about that. I was like, see, we fucking $20,000 and you hadn't considered it. You didn't even call DNR and be like, hey, do beavers live in pastures? No. Okay. Plant some trees.
yeah, they got to have young,
More sense than
young
money,
saplings to chew and knock down and make the dam with. So if you don't have a lot of small trees around, you aren't going to get any beavers to stay.
Just it baffles me, man. things like that. I've come across a couple of things like that in my life. Like, for instance, I had a dude who paid me some ungodly amount of money. Paid my my contractor a bunch of money, the guy I was contracting from, and I built a little 2-room cabin in the middle of freaking nowhere by his plans. He brought me plans. Was like, I want that wood made into this thing and put right there. And I was like, okay. So I built it, stuck it there, and on my way out, I called him as soon as I got to a signal. I said, hey, man, I got a question for you. What's that? What are you going to do with this building when it floods? What do you mean?
You're in a floodplain.
You built you built that directly under the dam over there, dude. When that thing opens, it's going to wash that thing completely out. Huh. Well, how long you reckon I got? 2 hours?
Hello.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I didn't even realize exactly where I was until after I had left the second time and I went the other way and noticed the big dam up there and was like, oh, I'm a little farther north than I thought. Wait, that man's in a waterfall. What is he doing? Bro, you can't do this. You can't be there. Like,
you can, but you don't want to be.
Right? Dude, it comes up quick over yonder. I've been up there when it happened. Me and my pops used to do this jeeping thing that went real big back in the mid 80s. And we found a little short canoe that would fit right on top of the Jeep. It's fucking glorious. Go anywhere. And we was up there just below the dam, not far from where that dude put that cabin, as a matter of fact. It was maybe a quarter mile farther upriver. And we're sitting up there with about 12 people. Everybody got their Jeeps down there and Suburbans and all their big mud boggers and stuff. And the horn goes off. They're opening the dam. Everybody jumped in their shit and hauled ass, right? They all run.
You know what? When that horn goes off, you've got about 5 minutes.
Yep. That's not enough time to get out. My pops,
hell no.
And he didn't even bat an eye. He didn't move. He sat there for a minute, finished his sandwich, watched everybody speed away, and looked over at me, and he went, now, you just saw those people drive out of here, right? Yeah. Not one of them will make it. It is a 25-minute drive down that muddy road to get to the next section of highest ground. Let me show you something. And he drove about 200 feet back up the trail, took a right into the woods on a trail that didn't exist, and drove up on top of a hill, finished the sandwich. Water came up, water went down. It got to the very bottom of the tires. It never quite touched the car. Okay. How do you know about places like this? I've been here a long time, bud.
It comes with age and forethought.
Well, I found out from another individual later that it came from him having been about another 1/8 of a mile up creek when the dam went, and he tried to get out and got lost.
Okay.
The truck landed on that little hill, so he figured out where it was in case he needed it again. And I have a theory that hill is a mound, that it's not actually a natural hill, but it's right next to it. You know, it's within a mile or two of a dam, so it could be just tailings from that.
Tailings from that, or an old Indian mount.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think it is. It's got a little bit of symmetry to it, right? It's kind of narrower on one end than it is on the other.
Could have been tailings from a mine.
It's flat. It goes straight up and it's dead flat. It looks like somebody built a landing strip up on top of it or something. It is dead flat. And when you get to the very end of the pointed section, it goes down at a very gentle angle. It's the only part of it that is easy to walk up, and that's where you drive up. So I mean, like I said, I don't know. It could be a tailings hill from where they mined out everything to make the dam. I don't know. Never had a chance to do any digging over there at all. Kind of a little miffed. I had somebody tell me I was full of crap about something I saw. I've seen it 3 times, not just once. Right when I was a kid, a massive flood come through and uprooted a bunch of trees out in the middle of nowhere. One of these trees wasn't in the middle of nowhere. It was right next to a town called Oconee. And there's a little bit about it in the paper, but there was a native burial discovered under that tree. When the tree flipped over, it uncovered the burial. And some folks from the University of Georgia came down and checked it out, and they logged everything and left. After they left, we were down there milking around, looking at, all of the stuff they'd laid out and little grid and all that stuff, checking it out. When a guy with me realized that they missed something, and I was like, what? It's just something stuck to the bottom of that tree. He walked over and ripped off what looked like a buffalo hide off of the root ball. And I went, that's weird, right? Never heard of that. It seems a common concept to plant something on the grave of a fallen, but you don't actually see it done successfully there.
I looked at my car out front. He said he was going to.
What I miss?
My son asked, want to know if my other son had gone and get chicken filet for supper.
So anyway, fast forward 20 years and I'm 25, 26, and I'm off way upriver. I'd say 3, 4, 5 miles upriver from that location, which I mean, as the crow flies, it might've been 15 miles by the river. It's a crazy river right in that area. And this almost identical situation had occurred. We're maybe 8 miles below the bridge, 6 or 7 miles before the landing. So there's really no easy way to get to this location. But this big tree had fallen over, and under the bottom of the tree was a native burial. And I walked up and poked at the root ball, and there was a buffalo hide stuck to the bottom of it, just like the first one I saw. And I got in the canoe, and I went down to the landing, and I went and called the folks, come check it out. And by the time they got back, it had rained so much that the whole area had flooded. Took about 2 days to get back to it. It washed it all out. What can you do but try, right? So this is definitely a thing that took place. Whether it took place nationally or any particular areas, it was certainly a local feature, obviously.
Yeah.
So I said that was bullshit. And I was like, no, I seen it. I mean, I didn't read it in a book. It was there. I poked at it myself. And the tree that was on both of these, the first one back in the mid 80s or late 80s, when it come down, it trashed out the train tracks in that area. That's right before you get to the trestles, right on the edge of the river. Both of them were. And when that tree came down, it snatched up part of the pylons that the trestle was built into. It just like splintered it when it came up. It didn't actually move the tracks. It just like tore up the pylons. They had to come out and repair the pylon, which meant replacing them at the time, I guess. And so it wasn't a small tree.
No.
That thing was easily 200 and something years old. And so that wasn't a recent burial either. That it was no question that it predated America, for one.
Yeah.
The second was the same thing. It was under a big ass hickory tree. The tree had fallen across into the river, and we couldn't get through with the canoe. And so we got up and like portaged over the little limb, the little arm that stuck out, a couple of 100 yards tops. Nothing grows over there because it's usually underwater. And we come up on top of the little hill, which wasn't but about 4 foot. You get up there and looked over, and there's this chick laid out in the freaking hole under the tree. We looked at each other, was like, that's weird. I went poking at the root ball. I was like, I've seen this before. This is neat. It's too bad. Y'all want to play with 20 questions?
Sure.
Are you bigger than a bread box? Are you smaller than a Volkswagen? Animal, mineral, or vegetable? How about we play The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost? How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that.
Super duper. Here we go.
All right.
Put 'em up, put 'em up. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. Be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, and leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. That has made all the difference. There you go. Yes, that's about all I got. That's why that works.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was nice. I like that.
Appreciate it. I did the night before Christmas, but I'm so sick and tired of hearing it. Visit from St. Nick. I've got the hiccups. But I'm kind of sick and tired of hearing that one. It's a good one. It's just my pop filter failed. I was still working with my sound. I hadn't really crisped it up and got it right yet.
Oh, a little bit of work. It'll be great. I think it'll be. You know, I have to say I relate because I'm like nothing that I do is ever good enough.
Right.
No, I gotta redo it and redo it and redo it.
Let me tell you what happened to me yesterday. All right. So my editor hasn't been working. I've been about 3 weeks working on my editor and I haven't been able to get it to work. Yesterday, it updated properly and it works. So I was like, cool. So I went and finished a whole bunch of shorts I had sitting around that wasn't quite done, that just needed a little polish, you know. Started uploading them. I hit about 25 shorts and one long form video, and Google kicked me out of my account, said I was a hacker that had taken over a YouTube channel. I was like, really? I have another channel? Cool. What's the name of it? Caucasian Sasquatch. That's me. Wait a second. I'm not hacking. I had to go in and change my password, do the 2-step verification process, sync myself with the damn phone, a whole bunch of other stupid crap. Finally got it all squared away. Went to upload the next episode of Sasquatch Shields, and it kicked me out again. Too much activity. All right. I'll sleep on it.
It did the same thing to our friend S. Graham. It kicked him out saying he was a hacker out of his own channel.
Yeah. I mean, it tried. It went further than that, dude. It wasn't just my YouTube. It triggered from YouTube and the fact that I have 2 phones and my laptop that are all on the same Google profile. And I was uploading from all 3 of them at the same time. I was uploading long form content over here and shorts on both of my phones, just bouncing back and forth because they take a minute to work, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
We're being a little too efficient, I guess.
How dare you know what you're doing?
Right? Like a year ago when I started this, it would have took an hour to manage to get one of those shorts up. I did 25 so fast Google made me quit. Careful. I might make a profit one day. This could be dangerous. I just hit 1,800 subs. I'm so tickled. I didn't think I'd get 50. Man, I didn't think anybody care.
We're stuck around 380 to 400. We can't get over that hump.
There's this weird magical bubble just before 500. I firmly believe there's some kind of algorithmic tickle right there. But I can tell you how to get past it, but you kind of have to execute. I don't know how to explain it better. Right now, shorts are really a big deal with YouTube. YouTube really does.
Yeah, everybody loves shorts right now.
They don't care how much you stream. They don't care what you stream. They don't care how many people like what you stream. You can put up one short and get as many views as you'll get the rest of the year on all your other videos combined. Sometimes.
Well, I'll tell you, these new millennials have a very short attention span.
That's true.
It's 3 to 5 minutes. And
not even. No, sir. No, sir. Less than a minute. Here's what I do. I do these long live streams where I bring people on. We talk about your channels. We talk about the things you're doing, whatever events you're planning, whatever you're supporting, whatever your activism is, whatever you like, right? We drop all of your links in chat while we're talking about it. Everybody gets a chance to look at all aspects of what you're tinkering with and throw ideas in your direction to see if they can help you out with it or whatever. You can take the ideas or don't. There's no harm, no foul on none of that. It's with you, right? Then
you get 10 people, right?
No, actually, I do it one at a time typically. We start with what I call a Sasquatch Shills, where I bring in your channel and you're the creator of your channel, and we look at a few of your videos and you explain either what's going on in the videos or why you filmed them or how you got to this point, whatever. We talk about your channel, your content, nothing special, nothing extra. I'm not asking about Twitter. I'm not asking about charges you got 10 years ago. I care less. I don't care who you voted for. I just want to know why you're on YouTube and what you're doing. That's it. If you're hunting Bigfoot and you're using pixies for bait, I want to know, where do you catch the pixies? I don't care if it's true or not. I just want to hear the answer. Right? So then we talk about shorts. YouTube shorts are YouTube's go-to to increase what just happened was YouTube's method of trying to expand the younger crowd.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
One of my mods accidentally blocked somebody. He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Let me go fix that. But if you do, the way I do it is, or the best results I've found is to upload 2 shorts a day for 14 days straight, and then use the next 7 days to film 21 shorts and upload 2 a day for 3 weeks straight. If you don't pick up a handful of subs after that, and I just about don't care what the shorts are about, kittens are the best, puppies and kittens. But these are hollow subscribers.
Yep.
They're here for the short that you made. They don't care that you have a live stream or a show or that you need donations or that you help the homeless. They don't care about any of that. They just like the cat.
They just like cats in the shorts. Yep.
But that little subscriber bump can get you over the algorithmic hump at 500, and it'll help you down the other side. And while you'll lose these subscribers, it will help you find people that do care.
Yeah, it'll give you the exposure you need.
It can, yeah. All right, if I get kicked out for doing this, I'm gonna I don't know. I gotta manage my channel, I suppose. So far, so good. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Still here?
Yep.
Awesome. Where do I find all the interesting stuff? Bing. I hate that warning. I have a Godline community strike warning, right? I got it over a year ago. I was hoping it'd fall off here directly, but they don't ever let that one go away, do they?
Not normally.
Let's see. Where's my comment thing? Mentions? No, that's not it. Where do I find people that are blocked?
About 3/4 of the way down the list.
Would that be in customization?
Bud.
Mods. I'm not seeing it.
Yes, sorry, it was muted. What?
Where does he find blocked people?
You would go into settings,
Setting.
Keep going. Yeah, and
permission. Oh wait, no, not permission.
Community. Yeah, here we go. All right, thank you. Put that up big time. Ooh, here we go. Crude Nation. On the Lamb. Okay, no. Saul Rosenberg. Huh. Makes me wonder. And Banana. All right. I see why they're blocked.
Did you say Anna Banana?
And Banana.
Oh, and Banana.
Okay. No, he's good. He didn't do nothing wrong. All right. Sorry about that. Let's see, Mr. Smoking Auditor. Oh, and another tip. Be nice to everybody, even if they're mean to you.
Absolutely.
Especially if they're mean to you. And this is one of these Southern axioms that you don't hear much
Kill them
of.
with
anymore.
kindness.
Bless your heart is a curse. It means you are too dumb to realize that anything errant has taken place, and you must now go deal with your own stupidity alone, because I'm not going with you. Bless your heart. All right.
See that little video the Southern gal made that was going around about a week ago?
I guess not.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I dip my toes into a lot of pools, man. No.
Some guy came into her store, and she's a store owner, and from California, and wanted to rob the store with his knife. She said, "Sure, let me get the cash box out." She reached down, pulled out her .45 automatic. Bless your heart, darling, but you brought a knife to a gunfight.
Was these one of these fully semi-automatic rifles?
No, just a .45.
I'm picking. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pick on you. I shouldn't.
But she pulled out her .45 and said, "Bless your heart, darling, but you brought a knife to a gunfight."
That's it ain't never, dude. In Georgia, just don't bring a knife.
Yeah, and she was in somewhere outside of Atlanta, and she said, if you choose to continue what you want to do, she said, it won't be out so good for you. But bless your heart, darling.
Let me tell you what I told her.
I advise you to turn around and go right back out that door, because down here in the South, we work too hard to give everything away to people who walk in and just ask for it, you know.
I was working register in a rental place, movie rental place, and this guy walks in, and now the old lady that I worked for was like armed to the teeth. There was an AR under the counter. There was a 45 stuck to the bottom of the counter right there, and there was another one in the actual register, a 38. The girl was just straight up, don't take it. Don't take not an inch from any of these people. Dude walks in, slams a big stick across the middle of the bar and screams, "Give me all the money." And I reached down and pulled the 45 out and pointed it at him. And I said, "Now, son," I was about 19 at the time. I was like, "Son, now we're going to have a conversation. And when it's done, you're going to decide to think about what you've done with your life today, because it's over. I can execute you and send your mama the cleaning bill to this carpet. And no one would judge me for that. But what I'm going to do instead is let you leave that cool ass stick on the table and leave. And if you try to take this stick, I'm going to shoot you in the kneecap, call the cops, let them do the paperwork." He put the stick down, told me to have a nice day. He walked right back out the door.
That's the way it came. That's right.
Put the gun back down. But the part that hurt his feelings was when I told him I'd send his mama the cleaning bill for the freaking carpet. Savage.
Savage man.
Oh, I got me a little copyright claim. Let me see what I got going on here. Oh, wow. I just got copyright claimed by 7 bars of Mr. Robbins' Neighborhood. Wow. Okay. Let's see what we got over here. Now, that's like a 2-week-old video. Oh, bother. Let's see. No, I need to be over here. Studio. Why did it just trigger now, though? That's kind of strange. Let's see, let's do the content. Oh, over here. Yeah, that was like 3 weeks ago. Crazy.
The algorithm didn't find it till then?
I guess not. Well, I mean, like I said, it's just a very, very tiny tidbit. I'm going to go check and see how much. I don't think it's but like, I don't know, 10 seconds. It's not even 10 seconds.
Fair use.
Oh, it's well inside fair use, but I don't really care because it's not enough to affect the content of the actual video, right?
Yeah.
So we'll trim that segment out, let it roll. Check out.
If you're doing a video and someone drives by with a car window open and they're playing a song, you shouldn't get struck for that because you have no control. Besides, the fee was paid to broadcast it on the radio, and anything broadcast on a radio is open source.
It's 23 seconds total.
They have paid the royalty to play that on the air, and by law, anything that's broadcast is open source. That's why you can, if you have the know-how and the wherewithal, you can intercept all the cable stuff and watch it.
Right.
If you've got a decoder and not pay the cable company.
Every single one of my streams has a copyright claim on it from karaoke music. You know, and the karaoke music that I'm doing is like an app that I download on my phone that I pay for to have access to the music. So it's like I'm paying for the right to use that stuff. You know what I mean? And it's not
That's right.
it's not coming from YouTube.
You got to
right.
pay YouTube.
You're paying for that. You have the right to use that. Then that's right.
In theory, but MCA has a different opinion of it. They have better lawyers than Logic.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
Let's be honest. It's money that makes the copyright system work, nothing else.
Yeah. It's true.
My pizza just showed up. I'm going to go grab me some grub.
Nice.
I appreciate y'all letting me up here and just bow and play my little
Hey,
silly.
man, thanks for joining us, man. Good conversation, man. You have yourself a good one. Enjoy your
Yes,
food, brother.
thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, I do. Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Wonder what happened to Graham. Well, no. Today has been exciting. Shit, I can't. Oh, wow. Doesn't get enough.
Yeah, before I went to my doctor's appointment, I started looking over, see if there were any notifications I could add, but I didn't see anything.
Notifications for what? The show?
For you, when something comes in that you get a notification.
True. Well, we've been going for almost 3.5 hours.
Yeah, you're at 311 night now.
Yep. I don't know how we did. I'll check with you later on that.
Zero, zilch.
Oh well.
I checked just a little while ago. Not
all right. Hey, well, it's all timing. We just keep doing what we're doing. And so I will probably end it now. What do you think?
If you want to record a short and put it on the community page that, hey, we're going to be doing a feeding on, let's see, what weekend is that? The 28th and 29th of January.
Yeah, we should make something for that. Exactly.
Put a short up, and then we'll get views for that.
Yes. Yes.
And we intend, to have people out there and
you hold on. You hold on. Damn it, where is it? Yeah. Our lifetime subscribers, watch hours, aren't it? Is 2.2K.
2,200? Okay.
4,000 is what you need. So we're over halfway there.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just over half, yeah.
So,
I think a good way to do that is like what I noticed some of the other people do. They put on like those duck races or stuff, or when they go to bed and they leave the stream on all night. And like even like if you take like like one of your side accounts or two and just plop them up in there, and you get the watch hours for that one account. That that stuff adds up.
yeah, I agree. And I need to get on the shorts. I do. I just need to figure out exactly how to do them. So I'll be getting a hold of you guys.
Yeah, we'll work it out. And I think with if you're thinking you need to have shorts to get to the monetization part, you don't. It's either the 4,000 watch hours or the so many watch hours from the shorts is one or the other. You don't need to have both, but the shorts is definitely a good way to get more people into the channel and more eyes, because like a lot of people
That's
just
what we're
want
looking
shorts.
for.
Yep.
Yeah. And we have some nifty things that we don't need a 5-hour video to show.
Yeah, that's true. You can get the point across in 30 seconds. You don't need 5 hours. That's exactly right.
All right, guys, I'm going to end it here.
All right, brother.
So good to see you. Thank you for coming up. KY, again, as always. I'm glad the
Absolutely.
doctor's office went well. And we will, of course, be doing more shows. Deb, good to see you. Bell,
Hey,
good.
Deb.
Thanks a lot for all your help,
Yep.
Bell. I don't know who else is out there. I think that was it. Like 3 now. For that other person I missed, thank you for stopping by. All right, I'm going to end it.
Peace, love, and positive vibes, everyone.
Everybody stay safe. Be well. Till next
Have a good
time.
one.
Everybody out.
KY out.
JJ out.